Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
All right. Don't let what we think is better ruffle your feathers. Opinions is like assholes, and assholes are like podcasts. Everybody has one. From left to right, we got B Double D, Slim Beezy in the building. We got Mr. Shoot the Fade, Yago in the building. We got Nino Green in the building. We got Black Jesus, Big Draco in the building. And last but certainly not least, we got Jason DBKS in the building. Moment of silence for the competition. All right, that's enough of that. Now it's time to make some noise for your motherfucking boys.
God bless y'all. God bless y'all.
All right, we're going to start this bitch off right, man. We got a motherfucking legend in the building.
Hey.
Literally.
We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back for him, man.
Jason, they best kept secret. If you don't know nothing else about me, man, this what you need to know. Hustle it, bitch, I'm on the grind. 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 Hustle it, bitch, I'm on the grind. 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 I do it for my son, I do it for my daughter. No matter what you say, every day I'ma hustle harder. They say I couldn't do it, but it's my time to eat. I'ma make it with this music, watch the way I flood the streets. Motivated by this money, you ain't taking nothing from me. They did want me to eat, but they seen a nigga was hungry. They rather see me starving, they rather see me dead. But I'm on top of my game, so I'ma get money instead. I can't see them counting this bread, why this freak she giving me head. If niggas keep on hating, best believe it's off with they head. Real niggas always prepared, why you bitch niggas be scared? I'm in the club with the thugs and we blowin' weed in the air. I got a bad bitch that's fine, but right now ain't time to take her home and fuck her. I got money on my mind, I just caught the pound, finna break it down and bag it all in dimes. Then that bitch she asked me why I told her, bitch I'm on the grind. 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 I hustle it, bitch I'm on the grind. 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 I hustle it, addicted to the fast money, yeah, it come quick. And that's what your bitch say about your dick. So she wanna be with me, cause she see I stack chips. And I beat that pussy up like boom, boom, bim, bim. Take a sip of this liquor and I bet we get it crackin'. I bet I blow your mind, these other niggas be yapping. I'm one of a kind, be the best thing that ever happened to you. But when we through, boo, I'm gone. Back to trapping on my own, I'm the captain. And I'm laughing at you haters on the road. Yeah, I plan to see you later, alligator. Dating Ohio player, affiliated with gangsters. From the hustle, stay moving weight, you can't contain us. You're rich and famous with more cookies than Amos. Y'all rookies be dangerous, some fully equipped with bangers. They want us locked up in cages, but till then I'm fine. With money on my mind, I promise, bitch, I'm on the grind. 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 I hustle it, bitch, I'm on the grind. 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 Bitch, I'm on the grind.
Hey, man.
That was a slapper, bro.
We talking about a motherfucking 937 classic, man.
What?
Woo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit. Let me ask you, how that make you? What do you think about when you hear that song, bro?
Man, yeah, that just took me, I don't know, like, yeah, like, that's why I first started that with that song. I had been doing music, but that was, like, my first song that I made that people really started fucking with.
Yeah.
But I ain't heard it in a long time, so just to hear it
I
now.
was just about to ask you, when was the last time you heard it?
Shit, I don't know. It probably been few years or so, but I done heard, like, when when I be seeing people always bring it up or something like that.
That's what put me on to you.
Yeah, that's my first time hearing it all the way through like that in years.
And I gotta ask you something else. What happened to the video? I cannot find that video on YouTube, bruh.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. They took it off YouTube. That was like when YouTube
got PG.
Yeah, because I had.
Yeah, I know what you had. Yeah, I remember. It was like BT Uncut on that motherfucker. Like, I'm about to watch this shit again.
Yeah, that was like literally my first real video.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took that shit off. Then when I was filming it, the police had pulled up at Sunoco and tried to arrest us and shit because they thought we had guns and shit. So.
Everything you filmed, the police pull up to it, feel like.
Yeah,
pulled up to your movie.
Yeah, that's how I done made a name for myself. Like even the police now that I've been doing it so long, like
they fuck with
like
you.
The police know, all the store owners, everybody around this motherfucker, they already know because I've been consistent doing the same shit for years and years and years. So you know what I'm saying? Now they already know when they see me, or so they'll pull me over or something, and they'll see it's me and let me
go home. Yeah, like
because I go live on their ass. They know I'm gonna go live and make a whole video and get motherfuckers on their ass.
Oh yeah, for sure. Said the city gonna be behind you.
Nah, for real. Know that?
All right, man. How my brothers doing? What's up, Beezy?
Man, you know me. I'm about to make it short and sweet. Started a new job, so I'm making more money.
Hey, man.
Seeing new faces.
Hey, man. I ain't never mad at more money.
Places.
What's up, man? Feeling fresh over there. That's what it do, man.
You know, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass Diego.
What's up, brother?
You know, same old.
Tell
working.
me something good. I mean, ain't nothing better than that.
You know, staying consistent. You know, working. You know, February 24th.
Right.
You know, for those who care.
For sure. I don't even feel right saying I'm the hardest working man you know right now, but we got this nigga in the building and he goes crazy. But you know, working, hustling, trying to make that dream come true. What's up with you, Arco?
Man, just like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Got to have some paper in your pocket, you feel me? Been on the grind, just working, bro. Think I got a sickness, y'all, man. I've been on this 2K, bro. I can't stop. I can't motherfucker stop, man. But other than that, shit, I just been chilling, bro. I ain't been doing too much, man.
Shades fire, bro.
Yeah, you
Oh,
fucking
thank
them
you,
up.
brother.
More
Fucked them up
importantly,
with those.
what have you been up to, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, I ain't been doing too much. I just been trying to promote my new cartoon that just dropped. F Child Support. They can watch that on Tubi. So that's been my main mission these last couple weeks, just trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? It's been out for 2 weeks, so I've been promoting it nonstop, but preparing before then, getting ready for it to drop. So that's all that really been on my plate lately.
That's what's up.
This man said, I ain't been doing nothing
You know what I'm saying?
but promoting my cartoon. How many niggas y'all know got a cartoon?
I don't know none.
I was just about to say.
One. I know one nigga.
Yeah, I
That's
know
dope.
one now.
That's dope as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta give you one for that. You know, one of the biggest reasons I applaud you though, bro, because we was talking about this shit yesterday. Do you realize you damn near like the real life pioneer in the city for like
The blueprint.
independent, like the real definition of being independent, bro?
Nah, yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
Do you? I don't even for real. I don't think you realize how great some of the shit you doing. Like, and they say when you creating greatness, you don't know that you doing it while in the midst of doing it. Mm-hmm. Have you looked back yet at some of the shit that you accomplished and was like,
Damn.
He know. It ain't no way.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I be moving so fast, so I'm just now starting to, like, even like now when y'all play that bitch, I'm on the grind, that shit made me really like, damn, I really been doing
growth.
interviews and niggas really give a fuck about what I got to say and shit like that. I done came from nothing, like, you know what I'm saying?
I literally remember watching YouTube videos of you on there with like Black and Mouths and all like real life out here grinding, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody know me from grinding, doing. I used to have the Blacks and Cigarellos, the little bottles of Pinnacle and Parmesan and shit, and the Oaks on Delaware, grinding. You feel me? So people really seen me do this shit. I was really spraying people's house for bed bugs like I was on my movie Got My Hustle.
I was gonna get to that, bro.
Yeah, a lot of that shit was real life shit. So people ain't really used to seeing no movie with an a nigga spraying bed bugs and be like, damn, that nigga really came to my house and was spraying my house with bed bugs.
This nigga really telling his true life story.
And it ain't just
I
the
didn't
pretty
know that.
part.
I didn't know that.
I ain't know that either.
I knew that, but the only reason I knew that, you know, me and your cousin Jody real close.
Okay, yeah.
That's my dog. Yeah. He told me like, no, nigga, he really used to do that, bro. He really used to like, and I'm like, that's dope, bro. How much of your movie is loosely based on your actual life? Like, if you could give it a percentage.
Yeah. That's why I said like 75%. And Got My Hustle Up was really like true story and shit. Like,
Bruh, did you really get on your baby mama car like that and beat her?
Nah.
He wanted to.
I actually went to Summit Square with a gun and was out there with the gun and wanted to shoot her and shit. Her mom was out there, her brothers
real.
and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was some serious shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But I put like the stories together, like it really, the child support really took out my money out my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then another time she took my money and bought a car. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit happened.
Yeah, some of that shit was real.
Yeah.
Most of that shit was real.
Especially the
everything
child
with the
support
child
part.
support, every part that was on child support was real.
It was real life
All that
story.
shit was like the bed bug shit was real, and like some of the other shit was real too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit I just switched up some and shit. You know what I'm saying? To change it up some, but all of it, pretty much. I ain't gonna lie. Even the 75 was based on my life. The other 25% was like based on real shit that I just switched up.
Put a little bit
to where it
Put
wasn't
the
like
twist on this.
yeah, some
somebody
shit
go
like
to
that.
jail.
So I gotta ask you, now that you've done music and you've done acting, which one you have more fun with?
I mean, shit. As far as more success I got with the movies and shit, but with both of them, I always been doing both of them the same amount. As far as like when I was doing the music, I was doing the music videos, putting the storylines to the motherfuckers, and you know what I'm saying. That's how I really got into the movie shit, because I was doing like the videos and shit. And I did like the shit with Kyle in English, and I had like a song called "Still Breathing." And I had like the police threw me off the bridge. So, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of controversy where the Dayton police got mad.
Yeah. Check that out.
That they did.
Rest in peace to Kyle in English,
Yeah,
bro.
so that was my first.
talk.
That was my first shit to where I knew, like, I had been telling my videographer people, like, man, shoot this video. They always trying to charge me like some high ass shit. I'm like, man, just shoot this shit. Let me get this idea out. You feel me? And when I finally got my nigga Savant to do it, and I dropped that video, and it got the Dayton police talking, everybody's talking. So I'm like, man, I know I'm on to something with the shit I be thinking and shit.
Sure.
So, you know what I'm saying? There was some shit like that to where shit, I was like, man, I'm gonna do the movies and put the music into the shit, and then like even like with the everything connected, you feel me? Like people think I stopped.
It go hand in hand.
Yeah, everybody think I stopped doing music and shit, but I really never stopped doing music. I just started doing music more and just was getting them together for the soundtracks, to dropping CDs back to back. You know what I'm saying? It was shit like that.
That's tight.
Then I had surgery on my neck, so that was one of the reasons why I stopped doing the music like that.
Okay.
I seen you posted that, I think like last year or something like that.
Well, yeah, I posted about it probably last year or something, but it happened like about 4 years ago, like in the middle of doing Got My Hustle Up, like in the middle of filming, like right after I dropped the trailer, my neck was swollen and shit, and I went to the doctor, and it was all type of bullshit. They was talking, I had to get like a emergency surgery, and once the results came back and they wasn't what they was saying they thought it was gonna be, I just got back to film and Got My Hustle Up, but I could barely move my neck. So a lot of the scenes in Got My Hustle Up, half of the movie, my neck, I couldn't barely move my neck. So,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Never be able to tell that.
yeah, that's what
Give me an example. Like, give me an example in the scene. Where
I don't even remember shit.
I was just about to say, I was a little
It was more or
minute
less
ago.
like, cause everything was spread out. Even like with Got My Hustle Up, you see like the scenes where I did like bed bugs scenes, and you'll see like the very first scene I ever shot was the scene with Michael Blackson
Okay.
for the whole movie. So I shot that scene with Michael Blackson. That was my first time really kicking it with Bupac on the shit like that, and I built the whole movie around that. So it's all type of scenes with the bed bug shit. So I might have shot one scene in 2016, another scene 2017, another scene in 2018, and they all back to back.
Gotcha.
Ain't none of this. The whole movie was spread out to where it wasn't even shot like how y'all probably thought it was shot.
So Bupac wouldn't, in the beginning of making it, he wasn't originally like thought of to be like a main character. It just like happened like that.
Yeah.
What?
Kind of everything happened. It was meant to be. Like
Sometimes it's timing.
But I had reached out to him and shit because at first, like I said, didn't nobody think I was really gonna be able to do the movie. So it was some shit like I paid Peso and I paid him, and it was like 2 years before we even started filming it.
Yeah.
To where I had told him like, man, I'm about to get this nigga Michael Blackson in this movie, and he like, and this was like my first time really doing this shit. So didn't nobody really believe it at the time. And then I seen Bupac at the club. I'm like, man, he was doing like his funny videos and shit. I'm like, bro, I want to get you in this movie. I want to get you to do a scene with Michael Blackson. Think it's gonna be a good look for you. And then Darnay. That was my nigga. I grew up with him. I'm like, he funny. I'm like, man, I'm gonna put you in position.
We got to get him on here one day too, bro.
Yeah, that's my homie, bro.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah, I just hung up with him
Grew up
a
with
little
bruh.
bit ago.
That's one nigga that you can actually say is like he's brutally honest. He brutally honest about himself. That's why he don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
for
being
sure.
brutally honest about nothing else.
Yeah.
That dude a character. And he really be doing numbers off social media. Like
For sure.
his numbers be crazy, bruh.
Yeah, he in Facebook jail. He stay in Facebook jail. That's why I be trying to talk to him and keep him motivated.
Yeah. Try to stay on the right path.
Cause he finally getting to where he, you can make some money off Facebook now.
Mm-hmm.
Get a good consistent.
Yeah, get a
Hey,
yeah,
got
for
it.
sure.
He got more attention than like I got. Like even when shit I'm doing, like everything he posts get a whole lot of.
It's because
But I'm saying, boy,
comedy, bruh.
Yeah,
It's something
fact.
about making somebody laugh.
Instant
yeah,
viral.
That nigga got a gift with that shit, man. He
Yeah.
fucking know how to say this, even though some niggas.
And he probably couldn't even explain how he do it if he wanted to. It's just him, bruh.
Yeah, that nigga gifted.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta see y'all lighter real quick.
They don't trust me with it. They keep taking it and shit. So I already know that you started off as like DBKS the group, like Juicy and that. When Juicy coming home?
She be out this year. I just talked to Juicy today too. Yeah, she be out this year.
That's what's up. That's my dog, man.
Down 10 years.
Yeah, she a gangster for real. So when it comes to your group, what do you feel like were like the benefits of being in the group, and what do you think is like the setbacks or the drawbacks from it?
I mean, like when I like the group shit, like I started all that shit at the same time. Like I was already doing my thing. I was trying to come up with a name, and I was in the midst of like it was Diamond Cut and DBM and all them damn all the different letters and shit like that. So I'm like, man, I'm about to come on my own shit, cause none of them fucking with. I was trying to fuck with like Peabody and NY Who. I don't know if y'all remember them niggas.
I remember Peabody for sure.
He had a group called NY Who, and they was jumping. I was trying to fuck with him. I was trying to fuck with a little bit of everybody. And every time I kept trying to get these niggas there, I still got the flyers. Like they'll put me on the shows and shit, but they'll put me last to where I ain't never get to perform.
We know how that shit go. And if you do perform, everybody that came to see everybody else done fucking left already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was when the shit was first started. This was before Santana's, and we had like all them little open mics. This was when it was just certain niggas who people fuck with was throwing
Events.
Yeah, so it was like some shit like that to where it just kept consistently happening where I ain't never get to perform. I'm like, then I was looking at TV one day and I seen that they was talking about this girl named Jean Grey. They used to have this shit on TV where they play the music and they tell like little facts about the artist or some shit.
Oh, that music choice shit.
Yeah. And it said like Jean Grey was known as New York's best kept secret. And I seen that, I'm like, damn, I'm Dayton's best kept secret. These motherfuckers keep trying to keep me a secret and shit. So that's why I was in the Oaks on Delaware. I'm like, man, that's my name now. I'm Jason, Dayton best. Cause I was trying to find a rap name, but I was like, shit, I'm Jason. I was going with the Jason mask and shit like that. And then shit, I'm like, shit, I'm Jason, Dayton best kept secret. And then I just had my cousins and all them was calling them like Flo DBKS, Lil Cuz, Juicy DBKS. You know what I'm saying? It was just some shit like that. But I had a whole lot of niggas with me at first, but everybody wasn't really trying to. Everybody had different things they were trying to do. You feel me? That's what I learned. Like niggas getting caught up in their image and trying to. It was different shit. I ain't never give a fuck about none of that shit. I was wearing my own shit, wearing shit with Jason
mask on.
airbrush shit. Bitches, niggas, everybody talking about I'm lame because I got the airbrush Jason mask and shit. I'm like, shit, I'm Jason, nigga.
But everybody started to do that shit
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
Eventually, bro.
It's the crazy shit. Now, a lot of the big clothing lines, you see them now, they be having the Jason mask and shit. If I would have stayed on that shit like I was really on it, but People used to call me lame and shit like that, and I'd be out there.
It's just ahead of your time. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's what I'm saying.
Then you have a charger with the Jason mask on it.
Yep. Everything I had the Jason mask on, and then like even before the Got My Hustle Up, so I had that. And I've been doing the Got My Hustle Up shit since 2011. So I just been nonstop, consistent, just promoting the same shit. Even the fuck child support, I started that in 2010, 2000.
I know. I put my homeboy Snacks onto it, bro, and that's been his lifelong anthem ever since I put him onto it.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
Shit, anybody who pay that shit.
The nigga got custody of one of his kids. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He was playing that shit. God could hear it. I know he could. Some good weed.
Thank you.
You did your thing. I don't really know where I want to take it now, man. I would like to go back to your upbringing. We can run through that real quick. What side of town you from?
Shit, I grew up a little bit of everywhere. It just depend on what age and shit. Like when I first started, I was born on Linda Vista, Niagara, over there in the Oaks area and shit. That's where I was at when I first started doing shit. And I was moved to Timber Creek Apartments in Cornell. I stayed there till I was like about 11, 12. Then I moved to Trotwood, and I was out there and shit for a minute. But I ain't really, when I moved to Trotwood, I was like 11, 12, but I was used to dating public, and everybody used to be like, man, Trotwood niggas soft, Trotwood niggas soft. I'm like, man, they got me fucked up. But I was already young to where I was just on that. Like, I was used to seeing like movies where motherfuckers get fucked up, so I be looking at shit like, man, I gotta make sure I ain't getting caught up in shit, so I ain't want no motherfuckers thinking I was soft, because I was going to Trotwood, so I was always moving around and shit.
You was light skinned. Don't leave that out.
Well, yeah, that too, but I damn sure wasn't going, so I was
for
always
sure.
moving around and doing all type of shit. So when I got to like high school and shit, people think I went to Meadowdale, like I'm in the Jefferson yearbook, because I was always
This nigga in the mix.
yeah, so I always been the same way I am. Like that's why people respect me and shit like that. Because I've been doing this shit. I be every hood, all this shit, moving around, promoting my music and shit. I always be by myself. So I just been the same way since high school. I was selling candy in high school, grinding. I was the first niggas. I bought my first car off selling blow pops for 25 cents. So I was on some other type hustling and shit, selling candy and Snickers and shit. So I was always on some grinding shit. So everybody know me for Got My Hustle Up type shit, even before I had to Got My Hustle Up shit.
Yeah. It's dope.
That's real tough, man. That's hard, man.
That's tough. He said I bought my car off selling blow pops.
Yeah.
That's hustlenomics right there.
That's a different type of grind.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
That shit facts.
All right, I want to ask you something. So, it's obvious that Busy Bone's your favorite rapper, right? How did it feel when you first got in contact with him? Like whenever y'all was actually able to rub elbows?
I mean, yeah, when I was growing up, Bone, that was like my favorite rap group. And Busy was my favorite rapper out the group. And I end up, my best friend Terrence, his cousin Peanut was like close with Busy out there in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going out there and meeting Busy for the first time and shit. And I ended up going to the Ohio Hip Hop Awards some time after that. And that's when I ended up running into him to do the song and shit. But shit, it just was, like I said, I be doing so much shit. I don't ever take the time to really be thinking about it. Like I had
Like
to
appreciate the small moments.
Cause I met him at that day. I did the song with him, and then a month later, I brought in a date. And I mean, I went to Columbus and I shot a video, some scenes for a video with him and everything. And the shit ain't never come. That was my first movie. Matter of fact,
I seen you got a trailer on
It
YouTube.
was gonna be a short film. So that was my first time I was trying to do a movie, and that shit ain't never come out. So that shit kind of sparked all this, cause I used to have nightmares about the movie never coming out, because I was my first time really investing money into this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Really doing shit to where my dad was calling from out of town, like, what happened to your movie with Busy? And just thinking that was going to be something big to help me blow up. But yeah, Busy, yeah, he was definitely a good person to meet and shit. Like I said, he inspired a nigga to do a lot of this shit I'm doing.
Right. What I always say, like, not being successful is one of the biggest fears somebody that want to be something.
Yeah.
I mean, successful in any way, form, or fashion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I completely understand that. So do you feel like you and Busy's relationship was like, do y'all have a genuine relationship? Like, do you call him, y'all stay in touch, or is it just basically just based off of business?
Yeah. All them niggas be more or less but Busy. I fuck with. That's what I'm saying. See, I did the song with him in 2011. So that's when I did the song with him. And then after I did the song, I ain't know what to do with the song at the time. I ain't know how to drop it. I ain't know shit. I was just doing shit. So, and I ain't really had the money to push the shit. So now, fast forward, that's the thing I'm teaching people too. That it ain't never too late to do this shit. You gotta stay dedicated to shit. Because I did the song 2011. I reached out to that nigga 2021 when I already had like Michael Blackson in the cartoon and shit. He was following me on Instagram and I had got him to follow me and used to message him like, man, I remember I did this song with you. Da. Now I had a video when he was in Dayton at Mo Beach that went viral. This is like when YouTube and all this viral, because it's like I said 2011. And he was talking about like Eazy-E wife or some shit, and he said some Boss Mag was recording, and this shit went like viral to where all these
I seen that.
blogs had stole it and shit.
I think I seen that,
and
bro.
so he knew
you from that footage.
Yeah, he knew that because that shit was like one of his biggest interviews and shit. He said that shit, so you know what I'm saying. I told him like I want to be in the cartoon, and he agreed. He sent me the lines and shit, so he in my cartoon, and I just dropped the cartoon 2 weeks ago, and the song that we did is on the cartoon. So you know what I'm saying? It's just
That's dope.
a lot of this shit that I've been doing been like a lot of long dedication to where a lot of these niggas, they don't be thinking this shit gonna ever do nothing and shit.
Right, and then they come around full circle.
Yeah,
Fine
now,
timing, boy.
So I wanted to ask you, so like the cartoon, how did you get into making cartoons? That's something you always wanted to do, or is it something that just kind of fell in your lap and you had success with?
Yeah, that shit just be same thing, like shit like this hitting the blunt and be like, man, I'm about to motherfucker shit.
Hey, okay.
Nah, but yeah, like, but it been like I said, it been like just staying consistent. Like I started to fuck child support like 2011,
Right.
and I'm like, shit, I already had the movie, so I'm like, man, I seen Darnay brother, shit, he had like the Chicken Little, had somebody draw the Chicken Little logo. I'm like, who did that? He told me who did it. This guy named Dev. I had him draw my little baby. I'm like, man, I need you to draw this baby standing on top of fuck child support with the got my hustle up shirt on with some braids. That with the middle finger up, and he drew the motherfucker. Then I posted on Facebook like, man, this new fuck child support cartoon coming soon. But I was just talking shit. Then my nigga Mees hit me up like, man, my dude do animation for real. So I hit him up. Then my dude Spence, he draw too. I had him draw myself and a couple other people. So when I met the animator guy, I told him I had recorded like a little 1 minute and 30 second little shit that I put together. And shit. He put the animation together. He seen that, and I just started building on it from there and shit to where I ain't never planned to be like this, but I was doing the movies. Then I added like when it got to like 20 minutes, I'm like, man, I need to just add some famous people and shit because I was doing all the voices. Then I just added Michael Blackson and Faison Love and Busy Bone and shit and created the first episode, and I dropped it at the Neon just to see if people liked it. And once I seen that people liked it, that's when I'm like, shit, I'm about
Made it to a series.
yeah, but it was only 30 minutes, but my first movie like 2 hours, so people was used to that. So when they came to the Neon, they like, man, that shit was raw as fuck, but that shit was too short. Why that shit like that? So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to start working on the, you know what I'm saying?
The rest of it.
Yeah, so I just had an idea like that to where it just ended up coming together like that. Like it was like a process. All right, this look all right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never think it was gonna actually.
You gotta spitball it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on.
It turned into an avenue.
Does the story continue?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going, yeah, cause like I said, a lot of that shit came from like my life and shit. Like even like I said, especially with the cartoon, all of it. Like when it first come on, the first story it talk about when it's coming on, it's talking about how I was in Atlanta trying to pursue my music, and I came home and the police pulled me over and they said they was gonna have the dog bite my dick off. This shit really happened. I got a case in Whitley County.
Damn.
The police pulled me over in the mountains, nigga, at 4 a.m. Nigga, it wasn't nothing but mountains. They searched my car. They couldn't find nothing. They like, They done brought the dogs. I had one of them little Pepsi bottles where you can hide some shit.
Yup, the twist off the
And
sky.
they found that, but it wasn't nothing in it. So they was even mad. They was talking about they was gonna take. And I had a brand new car that I just got. Had 30-day tags. They was talking about taking the air out my tire. This 4 a.m, just in the mountains, like just my luck stuck where you don't see nothing but mountains in Palo
Worst
Alto.
place you supposed to be.
And they like, nigga, I'm gonna let the dog bite your dick off. I'm like, man, shit, I'm scared. I had
Worst
a blunt
place
in my
you could
shoe.
be.
Damn.
I just told them I had a blunt in my shoe, but it broke. They charged me with 2 marijuana cigarettes. I had to pay $1,500, but they was talking about giving me a year in jail, nigga, because they Commonwealth, like all the shit I said in the cartoon. So that shit happened like 2011. When I got back, I literally was coming back to do my child support here, and I got put on child support then. Like this shit literally happened 2011 type shit.
Damn.
So all this shit literally happened at the same time to where I just used it and put it on the cartoon.
So this is what I wanted to ask you about the fuck child support. Like you got a list of celebrities in there, but the one that stood out the most to me was how in the hell did you link up with OJ the Juice Man?
Man, that nigga was in dating and shit.
Oh, really? See, I figured you would have met him out somewhere else. You
Me
might
too.
Dating.
Yeah, he was in dating with my nigga Sir from he owned Major League and Sporties and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sir Nitty, yeah, he had a song with him, and he had did a song with him or something, and then he had like a video shoot, and let me get that. I need another lighter. But yeah, he had a video shoot, and shit, OJ the Juice Man was there, and I had already been working on the cartoon. I'm like, man, I'm about to start working on the next episode. It was like 4 a.m. You know, Sporty stay open late. I'm in there like about 4:30 in the morning. I had him do the lines like 5 a.m. in his little Sprinter, and he did the lines. I just had him record them on his voice memos while on mine.
Oh,
Shit on the
okay.
Sprinter. It's like, nigga, I got the video drop. And if you ever seen the video drop with me and him, is us in this Sprinter and shit. I had him do the lines, then do the video drop.
Okay.
So I just be
Oh yeah, make it happen.
So listen, this is what I want to know. While we still on the fuck child support movie, you a fan of Versus?
yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
The verses, the one with Bone and 3.
So let me ask you something. As you were sitting at home chilling, watching TV, and Busy Bone said, "Hey, you little ugly motherfuckers ain't gonna keep mocking me," and he threw the shit over at him, and they start brawling. What went through your mind? First thing went through your mind.
Shit, I was watching it when it happened. So at the time, shit, nigga, I had 360 subscribers on my YouTube. I was trying to get my YouTube jumping, and shit, that shit happened. As soon as it happened, I already had a plan. Like I'm gonna put some good shit on my YouTube. I posted that shit, and that shit went viral on my YouTube. It got like 200 and some thousand views to where it
Way
had
to
now
capitalize.
I got
off
over
of YouTube,
1,000
boy.
subscribers and shit. So that was what I thought. That's what happened with that situation and shit.
So the nigga said, "That's what I thought, nigga. I went up." That's what
I ain't know it was gonna do like that, but that motherfucker went
Damn,
up. You
that's
feel me?
dope.
That shit, but yeah. At the time, I ain't have like chat and Country Black and them even in the chat. But I ended up getting them later on down the line because my animator, Adam Club Studios, one of his favorite rappers was Country Black, and he had said something about him like, man, you should have got. He said something about Country Black, and it just made me hit him up, and I hit him up, and it just so happened that his manager hit me back, and I was able to make it happen on some other shit like.
Sure.
So all that shit really be meant to be. How that shit.
I was about to
really
say,
happen.
boy, I'm telling you, that shit be playing in your favor.
Yeah, somewhat, but it just really be like a, you know what I'm saying, like a nigga be doing so much, like so much shit go wrong to where you got like, even like with that, that's why I tell people like, I didn't doing this shit so long, so like when I be about to work on a new movie, I'm gonna get on Instagram and I might hit up, it's all numbers, statistics, like I might hit up 50 celebrities, 50 motherfuckers with blue chicks, 50 famous people, and I know out of them 50, at least 3 or 4, 5 of them gonna respond. So that's how I do it. Like shit, somebody gonna respond. It might just be one, but if I be one and I can get one of them to be like, man, they gonna be in my movie or do a line or whatever. You feel me? So that's the strategy that I be using and shit.
Hey, man, Jason is sitting here giving you niggas free game.
Free.
Yeah. I need to stop saying this shit I be saying.
Free game. Nah, bro, but listen, you got to pay the shit forward.
Yeah, I ain't tripping, but
You
that's
feel
what I'm
me?
saying.
That's
shit.
what's gonna make you a pioneer because you done laid the blueprint for niggas to follow. Nigga, we was just talking about shooting a movie the other day, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
Nigga, you sitting here telling us like, nigga, this shit is more than beyond possible. Not only did you shoot one movie, but you shot what, 5 of them?
Yeah, I got like 7 of them bitches coming and shit. Like all together, once I get it out of the way, shit about to drop. I got a lot of shit on the way, but you know what I'm saying? That shit, even like with that, like I tell niggas, like you can do anything you put your mind to. Like they know I ain't go to school for none of this shit. Like,
Right.
but that shit, that's one thing I will say. Like me and Peso, we was working on I got a series and shit about to drop called Fit Now, but I make the shit look easier than what it is.
Yeah.
But that's what people don't understand is because nigga, it's 2023. Nigga, I started doing this shit in 2010. Really before that, you feel me? 2008. And a lot of niggas do shit and they'll be doing shit for a little bit and then they stop. I ain't stopped at all. Like I ain't took a break.
Yeah.
Even like when
Ain't
my
missed
neck
a
was
beat.
fucked up, like I just keep on staying persistent because I'm like, man, fuck it. This my job and shit. You
Apply
feel me?
pressure,
So
you
it's
gonna
like,
find the
Jordan
crack
with the flu
somewhere.
type
yeah, so
Hey,
some shit like that.
Speaking of crack, I'm glad you said that.
Hey.
Can I get a role in a movie, bro?
Shit, I'm always looking for
Nah, I want to
people.
be. I want to be like. I want to be like a crackhead or
Oh,
something.
hey,
Though. I don't want to be like.
Nah, see,
Speaking
that's
of
what I'm saying.
I don't want to be.
No, listen, because I seen a nigga that I know in your Got My Hustle Up movie, and he was like the dude that opened the door. I seen him for like 2.5 seconds. I'm like, nah, I don't want that, bro.
Nah, you done fucked up.
I want.
Hey,
I
bro.
want to be
Hey.
the nigga that you sell some dope to or something. I really want to get my act out on niggas, man.
Yeah, that's the good thing about. See, look at this. This what what I ain't posted. See, this is what I'm casting for my new finish up my series. See, you two black men cool playing drug.
I don't know. I seen some other cool shit in there too, though, bro.
Nah, I be
No,
looking-
just fucking with you, bro. But nah, for
Nah,
sure.
I need you for sure. Cause
Nah,
I be looking for people like that who,
Hey, Mo,
cool.
Who's
now-
cool with being something
Hey,
outside
I
of
will
the
play
normal?
outside the box or whatever.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. A lot of that shit, like, a lot of people don't like. I be telling people on these other podcasts, like, people don't want to be extras and shit like that. But shit, I can't give everybody. main
Everybody
role.
can't be the
Everybody
star.
can't be a lead.
But
That's that could be the start.
yeah.
Like, boy, he played a mean ass crackhead. Boy, he got me.
Nah, but that's
was
what I
that?
said. Like, it's a girl in my movie Got My Hustle Up, and she did the scene when it first come on. I got my guy Beezy from Who Sky. He be running up on the girl and rob my dude Black Ace.
That's
coming
my
out
dog.
the, chicken spot.
Yeah, him and Junior.
And he got a girl. It's a girl with him, Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't barely see the girl face because it goes so quick. You don't barely see her.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't trip or nothing. She really be trying to be an actress and shit. She did that. And now in my movie PUA, she got a main role. She played Ha Ha Davis' baby mama.
Oh yeah, that's
You know
dope.
what I'm saying?
Shout out to her.
That came
That's
from
dope.
her being.
Now till you come up.
And then
know,
listen,
shit.
now she gonna be able to use both of those
Yeah.
as a part of her acting reel when she go and
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Build
trying to
that
get people on
portfolio.
too. Like, I'm done really putting just anybody, but I'm open just how you just said that shit. Like,
yeah,
you just
I said
said-
play a crackhead. This nigga said, "Hey, I
yeah,
need you."
That's what I'm saying. Like, so,
Crackhead.
but I be looking for people who open because a lot of motherfuckers like I had another nigga I tried to get him to do a role. He like, man, I ain't acting like I'm getting robbed.
Hey,
da, da,
man,
da.
whatever you call me for, I got you.
Hey,
Yeah. Nah, I feel
Right.
that's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
for sure.
Nah, I'm just saying because niggas don't know. Like, it was a series and
You
shit.
can
Niggas
throw
like,
me in the trunk.
niggas
whatever.
be thinking it too serious. Like, man, I can't let
Yeah,
nobody
whatever.
rob
We
me,
acting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And like some niggas don't be wanting to die. Like, I understand that shit, but that's why some of my movies I got you gonna see.
Just don't make me gay. I can't cast it.
Nah, yeah, I ain't even.
Oh, my
he said
God.
he ain't even going that.
My G. But yeah, anything
Yeah,
other
let's
than
not
that.
steer that. we ain't
Yeah.
gonna take that.
But so out of all the celebrities you met, have you been starstruck?
Nah, hell no.
Not
Like,
once. Okay.
I mean, not with none of the people that I done met. Like as far as I say, like maybe like not never none of them starstruck, but like hoops.
Ooh,
was
I
probably
knew
the
you
one
was going.
I was about to
If
say
I
that.
didn't say it, oh.
Yeah, that I wanted to meet the most as far as like when I met her. Like damn, like that's hoops.
What about them twins though?
Yeah, the Double Dose Twins, they was tight too, but that's what I'm saying at the time, like it was just even like that, like that's another thing why I say I don't get a chance to really enjoy none of this shit. I be looking at everything like it's really meant to be, cause that shit, my life really like a movie. Like my brother, he really my cousin, my blood cousin, he was locked up. And I was just getting hip to just being on JPay and shit, and he like sent me pictures and shit. And Instagram, I was just really, this was like about 2018 or something later in the year, because I got my hustle up like 2018 in October.
It's been that long already?
Yeah. So it was that year. But no, I think it was the end of 2017, because I think they was here around like Thanksgiving. So I think it was 2017. But he was locked up, and I'm sending him Instagram pictures, and I see a picture of the twins. I sent it on JPay, like, man, I got to get some bitches like this in a movie next time. Like, when you get out of jail, these are the type of bitches we going to be having. And then when I got off sending him JPay, I get on Facebook, and the Silver Fox on James H. McGee, that's, you know, it's been closed for a minute. That's how long ago it was. I just was coincident. It was a flyer, and they was on the flyer. Like, literally, as soon as I got off JPay, they on the flyer about to be there, and it's that same exact night, like that day. I'm like, oh, this shit gotta be meant to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Some shit like that, because I had never even seen the twins. So I just sent him the message on JPay, like, man, I should have got some bitches like this.
A template type shit. Like.
And the movie was already, Got My Hustle Up was already almost done. I was just adding I added that. That was one of the last scenes I added and shit. So it was some shit like that shit was meant to be. And even like that.
Opportunity, man.
And then I went to go to the show. I tried to holler at him. I hollered at the manager, told him what I was trying to do. The trailer was already out. I showed him the trailer and told him, like, man, I'm trying to get him in this. And this was before they got to jumping and shit. And shit, I hit Peso up at like 1 in the morning, like, look, I got these twins. I'm about to get these motherfuckers in it. Bupac, he was sick. His stomach was hurting or something. I'm like, bro, I need you to come do this scene, da-da-da-da. And shit, we met them at the hotel like 3 in the morning. I told them I was going to do a scene with them acting like I was spraying their room for bed bugs. But I had already did that same type of scene with Michael Blackson. So I'm like, when I got there, I'm like, man, I got to switch it up. And I told her, like, man, I want to do a scene with us coming over and y'all come out y'all bra and panties. And they looking at me like I'm crazy.
Look like that ain't what I signed up for.
Yeah, but I showed them the movie trailer, and they seen Bambi from Love and Hip Hop on there and seen the shit like that. So once they seen that, they like, all right, they knew I was more or less
for sure
serious and not just a nigga in they room on some creep shit. Like, so shit, they did the scene and that shit came out. But like I said, I ain't know who they was at the time. Like, it was just some really coincidence. It was just, like I said, I seen them on Instagram, sent a picture on JPay, they and dating the same night, but they wasn't even blew up like that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's crazy.
Like,
Hey, Men 2 movement up one. Men 2 movement up one, baby. Shit. Nah, that's dope as fuck, man. I ain't gonna lie. You really, that's blessed to be like, what do you call that, divine timing?
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. It be working out somewhat. A lot, like that's what I'm saying.
Nah, not somewhat.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I know it ain't easy, nigga, but you making it happen for sure.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Definitely
saying.
making
Like,
that shit shake.
even like when I got a book coming out called 100 No's, 1 Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what the book about. Like, every chapter got a picture with a celebrity, and it got a story about it. To where, like, you see a picture like with me with Master P, and you'll be like, damn, like that nigga with Master P, I know that nigga gonna blow or something.
We about
you know
to
what
get
I'm
to that too.
You know what I'm saying? I got a picture with Diddy, nigga, like, and I'm holding a CD.
Buff Daddy.
Niggas that see that shit and be like, man, that nigga about to, I know you gave P. Diddy your CD, but really I stood outside for 9 hours, met him at 4 in the morning, it started raining. As soon as we took the picture, the security, they let me take the picture because I've been out there so long. I took the picture with Diddy, holding my CD. As soon as we took the picture, I tried to hand it to him. He like, nah, Playboy, I'm cool. I ain't taking no music tonight. So, like, a lot of different shit that I was doing, it was always going wrong, you feel me? So I got a story about all that shit. Like, even like with Master P, I had a meeting with him. P, on the meeting started at 2. Some type of way I end up at the same address, but it's like a different part of Florida. I'm at the wrong damn spot, and it's the spot I'm supposed to be at like 30 minutes away. So I get to the meeting late, but I'm really at the meeting an hour early, just waiting and shit. But it's just by the time they weren't responding, by the time they responded, then it's told me like, nah, you at the wrong spot. I'm like 30 minutes away.
Damn.
Then P had me with him all day. I got the hookup too, about to come out. He had me with him and all the cast and shit, kicking it with him and shit. I showed him the trailer. The guy, my hustler, he liked the trailer.
Yeah.
They was gonna watch the whole movie, but I got there late, so he had me with him and shit. Long story short, midnight, we get back to the hotel. We in the lobby about to watch the movie. My laptop sound go out on my laptop to where you couldn't even, out of some freak accident shit, like
Damn.
nigga P like, man, you ain't, it's cool, man. P was trying to fuck with me. I could have dropped the movie through P, but it was taking too long. And he wanted to make the movie shorter. He wanted to cut the movie down. Got my hustle up from 2 hours and 15 minutes, but I'm like, man, you gotta watch it all the way through. If you watch it all the way through and you think we should still cut it down, then I'll be open to it. But we ain't never get around to it. So it was like every time I was trying to do some shit was always messing me up.
What was some of your takeaways from talking to P? You feel like he gave you anything that you could leave with and apply it to your own career?
Yeah, he just taught me just stay on my shit. Like, man, I'm
okay, so no.
Nah, hell nah. I fuck with P. He was
because I honestly feel like if that's all he told you, bro, that ain't nothing that you didn't already have in you.
Nah, it was more or less like shit. P just shit. It was just, man, nigga gotta know what he want, what he trying to do. You feel me? Is a nigga trying to just drop the movie and be like, man, shit, I dropped my shit through P. Cause like soon as I told him, like I showed him the trailer, and he liked the trailer. He like damn, that shit raw. That shit like how when I dropped I'm About It, like the world wasn't hip to New Orleans. They ain't know nothing about New Orleans and shit. And that's how and I told him, he like, where you from? I'm like, Dayton, Ohio. He's like, man, that's how the world gonna be when they see that shit, man. They gonna wanna know about Dayton, Ohio. Like, man, even me, like I'm wanna. So he was interested. He fucked with the trailer just from seeing. So he was trying. And then when I went down there and met him, Mike Lansky had just got killed. I had just left Mike Lansky funeral and went straight down there. And I had told him like I had just left for my nigga funeral. And then it was just a coincidence, like the sound was going out. And he like, where your partner at that got killed? And it was on Mike Lansky's scene. And you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that to where he related to me on that shit from being in New Orleans and shit, talking about how he lost his people and different things like that. So it was more or less. But he asked me like, man, what you trying to make, how much you think you gonna make off this movie and shit? I said, shit, I'm trying to make my first $1 million. Then he like, shit, you gotta think more realistic than that. And shit, I told him like, shit, nigga, I ain't get in this room with you thinking realistic. So, you know what I'm saying? That was my exact words to what I told him.
Real shit.
But that nigga P was, I didn't make my first $1 million off the movie and shit, but nigga, I'm still pushed. I was able to drop that shit myself. I could have waited and dropped that shit through P, but I ended up dropping that shit. I turned down a couple deals and motherfuckers like, man, you ain't gonna be able to do this, do that. I was able to do some shit on my own, get my own distribution, to get my shit on Tubi and put my own shit on Amazon Prime and shit like that. So everything I'm doing is still all me, independent and shit. As far as, you know what I'm saying, I set up my own shit to where I didn't have to go through another nigga to give them a percentage of my shit just to do some shit with the main person who you really got to get a percentage to. You feel me? So it's just like that to where I just, even with P was trying to get me to bring the movie and shit, and he was like gonna touch my shit up, and you know what I'm saying, I was more or less on like, shit, I want to know how much it's gonna cost to do it. So if it's something that I can pay for, I want to do that myself. Yeah. I don't want to have P pay for it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between me and shit. That's what I told him. I ain't looking for no handouts. A lot of these niggas looking for, and they trying to get niggas. That's what I learned a long time ago. That's what helped me. I was always looking for a nigga to invest in me, but I couldn't ever find nobody to invest in me. I had some rich uncles and shit like that. They ain't believe in this rap shit, but they wouldn't invest in me. But they pissed me off and made me take all my. It took me longer to save up, but I took my money and invested in me. But the niggas who I seen who had people invest in them, that shit crippled niggas. Niggas get too crippled to where they get used to a nigga spending their money on it, to where now this nigga ain't spending money on them. Niggas don't want to spend their own money, to where they don't waste their own time. I done got to where now, nigga, I'm solid. I've been doing this shit for years now. I don't give a fuck. I done had so many different opportunities to where I'm like, man, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? So now I just go all the way in. I don't think about it. I invest in my own shit. Like, nigga, this shit ain't no thinking to this shit. Like, I've been doing this shit for a minute.
And to be honest, if he would have took anything out of the movie, it would have fucked with the integrity of it. Because it's a story. You need it.
Yeah, see, he ain't get to really watch it because, like I said, he only seen the trailer. And then the sound went out, like, literally, like, soon as we started watching and shit, but he was still trying to fuck with it. He just wanted me to give him my hard drive and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? So it was some shit like that. Like, how a nigga wanna do this shit. So it was like, man, I more or less wanted it to be more or less how I wanted it to be, more or less I didn't drop it under P. But P, that shit motivated me to get to where I was at. Like, that was before I got on any of these platforms. So that was like the best move that I made. I learned how to take it. Now, it wasn't even a negative, but I wanted him to watch the movie. I wanted to fuck with P, like on a bigger scale and shit. Even like now, I'm still trying to set up some shit because I got so many different things to where if I can do something fucking with P, you feel me?
I respect the
definitely
fact.
wanna do that.
I respect the fact that you didn't even want to change it until he actually went and watched the whole thing. Like,
Yeah, that was me being dedicated to my city because it had already been out. We had already did a premiere, and I already knew, like, this shit already tight. Like, niggas already like this motherfucker.
they like it already.
Like, I ain't gonna switch my shit up, and I always made me think of I forgot which one of them niggas. It was either Sosay or Ready Baby. One of them, I think it was Sosay's song. He had a song with Ready Baby. Then he took Ready Baby off and put Jim Jones on that motherfucker.
That's that is I'm getting money.
Yeah. So I remember the city was salty and shit like this. So I know how the city looked and shit, but I knew my shit was already tight like how it was. I'm like, man, I ain't about to switch my shit up.
Yeah.
He was talking about putting like DC Young Fly in and shit, but I'm like, nigga, you gotta watch this. This shit already got Michael Blackson already got niggas in it.
Yeah.
People already love it, but he ain't really believe like, man, ain't no way this nigga made no movie 2 hours and 15 minutes that niggas about to sit
Yeah,
there and
sit and watch all the way
But I
through.
respected that, but I believed in myself like, niggas gonna watch this, and I put it out my own self.
Definitely
Now
watching
that
that
shit-
shit.
If you go to Tubi, it should say, you can go look at it right now, that shit on the most popular drama, most popular action, different shit like that, you feel me, recommended. And it been out 2 years now.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's just shit, believing in myself to where shit. But all that shit that I done did to help me get to this point that I done got to where I'm fearless. I done met so many people and been in so many rooms and different situations to where I thought shit was gonna go one way and it went another way. A lot of that should be me making wrong decisions and me making right decisions. But I be learning from everything. You feel me?
Right, for sure.
Them Tubi checks hitting, ain't they?
Shit, nah, not like a motherfucker thinking, but
They
shit.
should have.
I mean, they just that's even like now. That's like with me promoting and shit. Like niggas just like they can be. It's just like me building my. Now it's like building my fan base and building my platform up to where
The more
you know
people
what I'm saying?
that get on to you, the more people
Yeah,
will
yeah. So,
see
you know what
it.
I'm saying? You look at like niggas like my nigga Moolah Films and Murder Pain and them niggas like that. Like niggas are watching they shit now. You know what I'm saying?
And they putting them out.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what I'm
them
saying.
Detroit, they
Them
not
niggas
playing.
doing that shit on another level to where them niggas got they shit. So that's why I'm doing like to where I'm right there picking. So if I can eventually get they same audience, hell yeah, that shit gonna all be. And then like you can put your shit on a little bit on different platforms to where a nigga can get it different ways and shit. And then like I said, it's just all different ways where you can do the premieres and try to make some money, do different things, different ways. You know what I'm saying? To try to do different things with this shit. Even like if a nigga just want to put it on YouTube, it just depend on what a nigga avenue is that a nigga want to try to do with the shit to make money. But shit,
I watch young bread getters at least once a year off YouTube.
yeah. Them niggas want.
I watched Blue Hill Avenue
Yeah, that's
For sure.
on YouTube.
Y'all seen Young Bread Getters before? Chaos movie? Diamond Cut Chaos?
But yeah, I'm hip to. I know who that is, but I ain't seen the movie.
Nah, I ain't seen
Oh,
the movie.
okay.
I don't think
I
ever
seen
did.
y'all niggas a link.
Yeah, for sure. So I feel like don't many people do it. So me personally, I want to give you my flowers while you still here. You feel me? While you can smell them, cause like you a heavy hitter in the city now. So like, how does that feel to be like, you feel me, top 3, no bicker, no matter who you like. For real, I say top 2, cause can't nobody else say they doing what you did, but
yeah. Shit,
just
I
for the
ain't
sake of
tripping.
argument.
I just keep going because shit, I know I still ain't where I want to be at, but I'm like, shit. That's why I be telling people, man, just stay focused and keep doing what you're doing because shit, just like I told you, when I started, I call myself dating best kept secret because nobody fucking with me. Then nobody support this shit. Them niggas was laughing at me, calling me lame. It's just me not giving a fuck. Now I ain't give a fuck what they was talking about, nigga. You say I'm gonna punch in your shit. Niggas know, like, niggas beat me up, jump me, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna fight. They
You
niggas
ain't going.
Yeah.
niggas already knew. Like I really grew up like this shit. Like so, this shit ain't like no. This nigga, nah, this nigga ain't finding no nigga with nothing to say on my name because I really been out here doing the same shit, being myself, you feel me? So it was like, now to do this shit, it's just consistency. Staying on this shit to where people really see me like broke as fuck with nothing, standing outside selling my CDs for $1 or $2 and they listen to it like, damn, this little nigga all right though, you feel me? To see me from like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, all these years to where younger niggas who 25 now, they was 10 seeing me at the store and shit. You feel me? They said so it's some different shit to where it ain't like I ain't gotta explain shit. Niggas really grew up seeing me in this shit in the same spot. Like I'm at the liquor stores, I'm in the hoods, I'm everywhere. Like I said, I was with King Von in O Block. Like nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm as dating as it come. Like niggas respect this shit. Like nigga, I'm me. Like so it's like nigga, I move differently. Like I don't move like everybody else. Like and shit. I ain't no niggas. I don't speak nobody business. I don't speak no evil. I don't talk no snitch shit. Ain't no shit like that on my name.
For sure.
I'm respected by all the bosses and shit. I've been like that since I was younger. So it's like nigga, that's how I was able to do this shit. Like nigga, this shit is what I am.
Right. I'm glad. I ain't gonna hold you, man. You've been doing all the segues for us, dude.
Nah, for sure.
I promise
He's
you,
great
like
making this
I done,
so easy.
we might as well get into this King Von shit. So, you know, when I seen that you was out there with King Von, you was taking pictures with him and everything, right? I'm like, bro, probably got a feature coming. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. But then when I started reading your captions, I seen that you was about to actually shoot his movie.
Yeah.
So, explain to me what it was like when you met him. What was the conversation like, and how did you even get to that point to where you was about to shoot his movie? Let's just get straight to that part only first.
Shit. Like being honest, like shit, when I his manager 100K Track, that's the nigga hit me up and shit. He hit me up and shit one day. And like I was hip to King Von, but I ain't know who he was. Like I knew who he was, but I wasn't hip to him like that. Like it's just coincidence. I just was hearing this song and he was rapping like I got a drop on this vexed nigga. He was Tennessee. Then he got another song with Sada Baby, and he was rapping the exact same way. Yeah. And I used to be talking shit like, man, this nigga rapping the same way. On the song. Then the nigga 100K called me one day and he like, man, I ain't know who he was. He like,
how he catch on to you? Was it the movie?
Yeah, he watched my shit on Tubi.
Okay.
And he said he had watched my movie. He like, man, this 100K, I seen your movie and I managed YNW Melly and King Von. At the time, like when he saying that, it
ain't registered.
But they wasn't big. Like, they wasn't like did nobody even like when I was out there in O Block, I went live, so people was more or less tripping because I was in Chicago and they knew I was in O Block and shit, but they wasn't like they knew who King Von was, but it still wasn't like I was out there with that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But
I knew.
Like he was with Dirk or something.
Yeah. So
nigga, I knew.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when
I knew what the fuck was going on when I
like
seen
certain
it.
people who was hip to him knew who he was.
I think that we deeper into music because we do music.
But that's what I'm saying. Like after he ended up dying, like now you like everybody know who he is and shit. So it was some shit like that. But like I said, Track hit me up. He like, man, we want to turn this song Crazy Story into a movie, part 1, 2, and 3, and I ended up putting the script together. So that was what I did, put the script together and turn it into like a movie. Then I sent them the script and they like, yeah, they liked it, but I had put the lingo like date and shit, you know what I'm saying? How I talk, more or less, they like, man, we want you to
on Phone Them Grave, Goofy, Shorty.
Yeah. So he like, man, we want you to make it more like the date, the Chicago lingo. So I'm like, shit. All right, he like, man, we want you to come out to Chicago. So I'm like, shit, I thought he was gonna be meeting in the office or something and shit like that. But like I said at the time, I just got more hip to him when I was making the script. You know what I'm saying? Looking into who he was. But when I went to Chicago, shit, they had me. I was out there like all day, like during the daytime by myself, waiting for them to hit me up and shit. Then they hit me up by like 10 o'clock at night. They sent me the address, and it was the O Block apartments and shit. And shit, I was just out there. They wanted me to hear the lingo and just see how they talk down there. So I was just chilling, like. But it was a different experience, but I wasn't tripping. Like I was just on that motherfucker. Like I'm trying to do whatever I can and try to make it up out my own situations and shit. You feel
So
me? It's a big opportunity for me.
Okay, all right. But it didn't like do nothing for you. Like, ooh, this the one. Like, nigga, I'm out of here. Like,
Oh hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, cause shit. Like I mean, as far as
cause you did your research, so you seen where he was going. Like, this nigga about to be bigger than Dirk in a minute.
Nah, hell nah. I ain't think that at all. I mean, I didn't look that deep into it. I just knew like this nigga manager comment. Then when I started looking at like YNW Mally, like he was in jail and shit, I'm like, this nigga. And then he was jumping, but 100K track, them niggas booked me a flight and flew me out there.
That nigga
motherfucker.
said he
I
knew
the
it was
first
real.
time,
That's
nigga.
what you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, like nah, ain't nobody flew me nowhere. Ain't nobody
Right.
did shit for
Yeah,
me.
everything done been
Yeah, nah,
out of
hell,
pocket.
Yeah.
That's
he
what I'm
said
saying. That's a shout out my nigga 100K track, nigga. That's the first nigga ever fly me out.
Yeah,
do
for
this
sure.
shit. Like everything I said for me with P, all this shit was me saying them shit, paying for my own flights, going out here. Man, I feel
Everything you done did, it didn't
that's
came
what I'm
from
saying.
that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So when them niggas flew me out to Chicago,
You felt like
I
this
ain't give a
shit
fuck.
finally
That's why they
paying
like,
off.
Like shit, they like you going to Chicago by yourself? Hell yeah, them niggas paying for it.
Shit, that's
Nigga, I'm
hospitality
gone.
right
Yeah.
there.
And they pay for the hotel too, them niggas, man.
Yeah, real talk.
I'm
Now-
gone, nigga. I'm grinding, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I was out there, bitch.
Now I gotta talk about the other side of the coin. Whenever he got killed, what did that feel like? Because I know if you feel me.
Yeah. I was devastated, and that's what I'm saying. That's how it really was. Shit, they was giving me. They was trying to, like I said, we was doing the movie, but like at the time, he had shit going on to where he knew he couldn't really shoot the movie in Chicago,
Right.
and I was trying to find a bigger team to film because at the time I didn't have the crew that I be working with now from Detroit and the different people, like, you know what I'm saying, even me and Peso, we was doing shit on a smaller level with Got My Hustle Up. I knew we needed a bigger team to do that shit. So by the time I found it, shit, they was more or less like, man, we gonna go off your lead, like wherever you think we should shoot it at. And I had him booked to come to Dayton November 14th. He was coming to Odd Bodies. We had the flyers, everything. He was coming to Dayton November 14th. He got killed November 6th. So we already had the shit lined up to where he was coming to Dayton, and that's why I was trying to show him Dayton to get him like, nigga, we didn't shoot that motherfucker here.
Yeah.
So that shit fucked me up. Like, nigga, that was the first nigga, and then shit, his album had just came out and shit, so it was like this nigga was taking off.
Yeah, he was
then.
watching his rise like
Yeah,
damn,
so that's what I'm
we
saying.
gonna
We was
kill
down
him
there
with
about to
this.
go down then, so where
Yeah.
it was like
Damn.
some shit like that, nigga. To where, nigga,
man.
I was in Atlanta when I found out he got killed. I was
Damn.
already just thinking shit was about to go up. Like,
Yeah, it was on.
coming
Yeah.
up, like nigga, it's up. Like shit, nigga. So yeah, that shit fucked me up. So I ain't gonna lie. And then I ain't been the same since. But that shit be the same thing. Like I be trying to always make a negative into a positive to where I be like, shit, I can't let that shit stop me. Even after he died, like they came back with the shit saying they was gonna do the movie. They put me on the Shade Room and all that shit is the writer of the movie because his manager 100K went on these different platforms talking about the movie and shit. So it's still in the works, but that's what I'm saying. Even with that was months ago. They put me on that. Everybody hit me up and shit. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. But now that shit still ain't go through. But so it'd be like, man, nigga put you in niggas thinking that shit going better than what it's going, but you still stuck in this motherfucker. So it's like shit, nigga just gotta keep on. Nigga can't let. I done learned like I just keep planting seeds. I can't. You don't never know what happened. Like the cartoon. Like I've been working on cartoon 4 years. So it's like, nigga, I just gotta keep going. Like this shit going. I worked on Got My Hustle Up 4 years. All that shit be time to where I got 5 other movies I've been working on. One of them 3 years, one of them 2 years, one of them 1 year, so it's just all that shit taking time to where it be different people and shit. People be like, why you got so much shit? It be like, if I shoot a movie, I got you shooting it. We already done shot the movie. Now I'm waiting on you to edit. So now me, all I can do is just sit there and just do nothing. Just waiting for you. So no, am I gonna wait for you? Just sit there and do nothing? Or I'm gonna holler at bruh, cause bruh know how to shoot movies too. We about to do this next idea. And I'm about to get you to do something. Now I got 2 movies.
Yeah,
now I gotta wait
motion.
on you to do your shit. Now I'm still sitting there. A year done went by. You sitting there having what you did. You feel me? Now I'm like, nigga, I want to do a cartoon. This nigga do animation. All right, shit, let me holler at you. So it's just like niggas don't understand. Like it ain't like that I'm just doing all this. Just like a nigga ain't Nigga ain't lazy. Nigga gotta live his life. Like, nigga, every day is 24 hours in a day. If I already done completed this shit, like, nigga, and I'm waiting on another motherfucker,
Keep going.
you gotta keep pushing, like, shit. You know what I'm
Pieces,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
So that's how that shit be. That's why I got so much shit now, because it be like, am I gonna stop when somebody else get off track and shit?
Since we speaking of shade, what happened with you and Big Perm, where he was talking crazy?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really speak on that too much.
Okay.
But nah, that's cool. Yeah, it was just a misunderstanding. It was just some shit like that to where it was a misunderstanding, but we was able
I'm glad y'all was able to have.
Yeah, we was able to get that together. I ain't trying to
make nothing
big
crazy.
that back
I
up.
got
But
you, I
yeah,
got
he's
you.
supporting the cartoon, man. We getting it going.
But your city love you.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the city.
Yeah.
Hey,
Carried the ball for him.
shout out to Wendell, man.
Shout out.
Parenthood.
Hey, man, how was it? How was it working with AJ Johnson, man?
Yeah. AJ, yeah, he is a character, man. He was shit, like even like with that, like all that shit was like a learning experience. I kind of dropped the ball on that situation. I should have had him do more scenes than what I had him do when he had got there, because he got in town. They messed up his flight situation to where his film day wasn't until Saturday, but he came like Thursday, so he was in the hotel. But he was on, like he was trying to do his work and get up out of there and shit. But but his shit was already, like I said, he wasn't planning to leave till Saturday. But so I ain't want to have him trying to do shit on Thursday and these other days and shit that he ain't trying to work on his actual film day. But
should have capitalized on the time.
yeah, but I still could have had him there. But it was just, it was a different type of situation having with him there and shit. Because like I said, they had some different shit going on with it. He was already going through some shit, man. But that was my dog, man. Once he got to filming, it turned out great, man. And shit, I remember after he left, he called me. He was in Vegas gambling and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, he was cool, man. That's why I be looking at it like I'm blessed to be able to link with a lot of these different people before they get up out of here and shit, man. So,
Is that his last movie appearance?
yeah. As far as I know, that damn sure was his last movie and shit. That's
you
why
know, you do know, like, it's impossible to get like an original Friday again.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way you could do it. Ezel gone.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker don't want to do it for real. Debo, he gone. You feel me? Felicia gone. Pops is gone.
Yeah.
Boy, you gotta for real. You consider him a legend?
Yeah, he definitely a legend and shit. Yeah, the movie I got him in was gonna be like some. That's why I ended up getting him in it, because it's like some. It was supposed to be like some new players club type shit like that on some stripper shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So that's why I was going with it more or less on that end. You feel me? I just wanted. I wasn't gonna do no comedy in it at all the way on some serious shit. But I was trying to add my nigga Bupac, just cause, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out something funny. But he ended up having something to do. And I ended up adding AJ Johnson, and I was gonna put them in the scene together. So it didn't even work out how I wanted it to work out. But shit, I still got him in the movie and shit. So
You still shooting that?
with that movie? No, I actually finally got it done. Like at the time, I was like that movie got Clifton Powell in it, who played Pinky. I got the girl that played Keisha and Belly.
Okay, that's that. I seen those photos.
Yeah, that's I got.
Damn, I would
He
have
crazy.
Yeah.
What movie is that?
It's called Up in the Club.
Up in the club.
Yeah.
I was
we
trying to
gonna be
get a
looking
little
for that.
security
Get
guard.
in there. Hey, you hear me? Definitely was
Like,
trying
boy,
to
you need
get
a
in there on
bouncer.
that
You
one.
need somebody like.
Yeah, I had that one together. That was the one he was in. I had the nigga who played Biggie, Jamal Wooler. I got him in that one too.
Yeah.
DeAndre Bonds from Snowfall.
Okay.
My nigga, I got a whole lot of people. I be having so many people. I be having to think of what movies it is.
Nah, I get that.
Who would you think would be your like, who you think is the most down to earth person you done dealt with?
I don't know. Let me,
Oh, rocked him with that one.
nah, I'm trying to think of who, because I done work with a lot of
I mean,
people.
respectfully.
Right.
You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
For sure.
Like, what you mean when you say down to earth? Like,
I mean, somebody
who was one?
whenever y'all quit dealing with each other? You felt like
Who keep fucking with me after
I
that?
think
Who
yeah.
cooler? Listen, like the nigga Gravy, Jamal Woolard. That's the nigga I'm coolest with. The nigga who played Biggie and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the nigga. Yeah,
I'm damn near like a hip hop historian, so I remember him being Gravy, being with Fendi, old hip hop DVD, shit like that.
yeah, that's my dog. Yeah, he done ate at my mama's house. My mama done cooked for him.
that's
Oh, that's
what's up,
dope.
man.
That's
Oh,
dope.
yeah,
That's what I'm
so
saying,
you-
yeah, it's
gotta
some
be the
shit.
coolest shit.
Yeah, some shit like that. Like, yeah, that's my nigga. You feel me? Like, he called me, check on me. My mom passed, called me. He called me.
Condolences
All the time,
too, bro.
Cat.
I love that song, that dedication song you did
Oh,
for
yeah,
her
yeah,
too, bro.
appreciate it. Yeah, but yeah, he called me all the time, check on that movie Up in the Club, trying to see when that drop, because he know that's going to be a big one. So he always check on me. But other than him, I say, shit. Yeah, he the main one. I can't
he the
think,
one to
like
stand
as
out.
far as that, because I done work with, I say I'm cool with like Turk and Diamond from Crime.
Shit, my bad.
A lot of
I
different
didn't know
people.
that was on.
But yeah, it's a lot of different people I done work with. I'm cool. Even Michael Blackson. Me and him got a good relationship now. Murder Pain and shit. Yeah, that's my dog. I just was down there in Detroit with them around my birthday and shit. So yeah, like him and Gravy, like them the ones I'm coolest with and shit.
Say that's a nice little lineup of people to be cool with, man.
Sure.
So look, I want to play another song. It's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. You
got time?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he looked like he ain't trying to go down memory lane or something. Like, man, this nigga about to play some shit from like 05. He done got like some shit you can't find on YouTube. Nah, bro, some newer shit. Can we get some waters going around the room? Think that's cool.
Gotcha.
Somebody, please, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. This you and C Money.
Yeah.
Sander,
Kinda
you
wasted.
did it again.
Shout out my nigga.
Yeah. Came out in love with a thought I won't chase her. I drink my drink out the bottle, no chaser. Glock on my waist, keep it cocked for a hater. You don't want smoke, you should buy you a vapor. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Tryna get rich, I live fuck being famous. Fuck being patient, I want it, I take it. I'm from the trenches, the bottom, the basement. Draw a gun on me and I'ma erase it. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Ready, I'm ready. About the fatty, just like Eddie and Eddie. Your baby mama cheating on you, she petty. She got my noodle in her mouth like spaghetti. I'm from a city where she quick to get deadly. People won't even call the paramedics. Keep it cool when I move with the fellas. Keep it tool while I boom at your melon. Ain't shit you can tell me I'm grown. I did this shit on my own, I'm gone. Murder records in the mic, my murder weapon. Tell me what can I go wrong? Niggas is soft, and I'm harder than a rock. Chopper longer than a mop, I'll tear up your block. Don't give a fuck by the cop, they don't wanna see me on top. And I gotta win, yeah, I gotta win. Cut off a lot of my friends, it is what it is, yeah. Them niggas tryna kick it, I'm tryna handle my business. Gotta take care of these children. Show a nigga how a man do it. Touch 50 bands and I ran through it. No acting, but my life a damn movie for real. Came out in love with a thought I won't chase her. I drink my drink out the bottle, no chaser. Glock on my waist, keep it cocked for a hater. You don't want smoke, you should buy you a vapor. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted.
I've been out here for a minute now, we're winning. Niggas were there from beginning, so fuck 'em. Money keep stacking up, been hammer hustle up, stay to myself. None of these niggas don't trust 'em. Everybody acting like they my nigga now. Keep my circle small, don't need none of these niggas. Run all about my business, everyone seeing that. Everywhere I go, look, there's no secret now. Addicted to getting the Benjamin, used to waste my money, now I just stack it up. Remember the hoe used to play me, but now the same hoes be the ones trying to fuck. I'ma put dick up in the gut, Henny in a cup, yeah, I'm smoking good. I can teach you how to double and triple your profit just like a real hustler should. Connected, respected in every hood, disrespected, I promise won't end good. Never sweat cause I already been through it. That's your bitch when we already ran through it. They is best and they already been knew it. Had a chance to do something but been blew it. Only thing that I'm on is just get rich. Stay the fuck out the way and trust no bitch.
Came out in love with a thought I won't chase her. I drink my drink out the bottle, no chaser. Glock on my waist, keep it cocked for a hater. You don't want smoke, you should buy you a vapor. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Tryna get rich, I live fuck being famous. Fuck being patient, I want it, I take it. I'm from the trenches, the bottom, the basement. Draw a gun on me and I'ma erase it. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted. Think it's a game, like GTA, till a nigga get wasted.
Boy, y'all did your fucking thing on there, man.
Stepped on that motherfucker.
Y'all did y'all thing
Hey,
on
hey, what
there,
it take?
man.
What it take to get a feature from Jason?
Shit, just hit me up and shit. I don't really even be charging niggas from the city. You know what I'm saying? So I just be shit. Nigga hit me up. I just be wanting nigga to send me the song ahead of time so I can get it together and so I can come and record it without having to hold the paper and all that shit
Yeah,
like
for
that.
sure, yeah.
I already have it down, so that's how I be wanting to do it. Bro.
Preparation.
Yeah, nigga hit me
I
up.
don't like to waste time in the booth neither.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's
Get in and
I
get
need
to
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
in and
yeah,
get
shit,
to
nigga.
it.
Say less. I'm gonna hit you up.
Nah, I got you for sure. Shit, yeah, that's what I'm on for real. This music, especially now. Like shit, I've been trying to get these movies out now. I finally got all my shit about done to where they about to start.
turn up, huh?
Yeah, they all about to start dropping. So shit, now I'm gonna be able to drop these soundtracks just like my cartoon. Everybody been asking me like, do I rap? And I've been like, shit, I don't even be saying nothing, but I knew like when my cartoon drop and they see like my character, a rapper, and, like all the characters y'all see, like even like the character Butter, that's me. A lot of the characters you see.
Bruh, we sit here wondering who the fuck was Butter.
Yeah.
I swear,
Bro,
bruh.
kudos, because I thought that was a whole nother nigga. I'm like, hey, I wonder who he had voiced that.
Nah, that's
Jason, bruh.
I was thinking that.
Jason, bruh. This man's daughter loves that cartoon, bruh.
Oh nah, yeah, I appreciate
And
it.
my girl hates it because she only 3. So my girl be like, no, you can't watch that as an adult cartoon. Every time she be at work, I be like, there you go, let daddy play 2K. Hey,
But what she be asking for, though?
hey, she say, I want to watch Jason. I want to watch the cartoon with Jason and Butter. Like, she love them 2 characters.
Bruh, that's
like, nobody
crazy,
else
bruh.
matter. But anytime she see them, she be like, Dad, look, it's Butter. He's stupid. Look. Hey, I'm telling you. And she be like, Jason's so funny.
Right. Now, I know you say you don't like take a lot of shit in because you in the midst of you moving 1,000 miles per hour, but I know when kids run up on you and
for
shit,
sure.
I know that shit hit different.
Nah,
bro.
like even like when he telling me that shit mean a lot to me and shit. And some lady, she sent me a video the other day with a baby watching a cartoon and shit, jumping on the bed and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, that shit. But that's why I kind of knew kids was gonna watch it anyway and shit. So I'm like, man, that's why I didn't use a lot of cuss words and shit. I was saying like biddy and shit like that and try to. But I knew people would still. I still wanted to make it to where I said certain shit to where I knew.
You got your message, bro.
Yeah. So it was some shit like that. But yeah, I appreciate the kids the most. The kids, you know what I'm saying, what keep me going. Like the kids, shit, they be motivation for real. Cause shit, I know how that shit be and shit. You feel me? Look up to a motherfucker and shit. That's why I always show the kids love. Cause a lot of motherfuckers I looked up to when I met them, they was on some bullshit. So some shit like that. Where I always try to show the kids love and keep them motivated and take pictures and all that shit. You feel me? I'm big on the shit in the
I want
community.
to ask you one more question before you go. So with all the scripts,
Damn, you kicking him out? You about to leave? You
All
said
right,
you got to
bro.
get
My
up out
fault.
of here?
You had spent the track.
I was about to say you did
yeah.
spin the track.
Oh, nah, this about him, bro. We gonna give him his
my
flowers
fault.
today,
Well,
unless he
never
gotta
mind
go.
then. Yeah, never mind it. But
We
hey,
probably
so
gonna play 1 or 2 more before we.
with all of the comedy scripts and movies and the cartoon included that you've written, would you almost start to put comedian as something in your repertoire?
Shit.
Cause I mean, this is my first time meeting you, and I think you funny, but like to know now that you wrote most of that and that you so many different characters, like that's some Eddie Murphy shit, bro.
Yeah, you starring.
I've
in
never-
Like that's
comedy.
golden shit.
I've never,
bro.
and for as long as I've known you, bro,
I mean, he's
it's been at least a good 10 years. That's how long I was doing my.
Yeah.
But you've always had this demeanor, unless you was rapping.
Yeah, I don't speak.
You've always had, but bruh, you are a character, dude.
Yeah, but that's why I say, like, even like that, that's why I tell people, like, shit, nigga just gotta motherfucking go with what they mind and go with that shit, cause the shit that I'm telling niggas, like, it's hard to believe, but like my guy Ash from Raise the Bar, he recorded my shit. So he'll tell you this shit facts, like, just for instance, like, swear to God, like, when I'm like, man, I'm working on a cartoon, I go in the booth, I'm already, the Jason character is me.
Right.
Then I just be like, shit, all right, I'm about to just do a character and say some shit. You feel me? Then I just fool. You know what I'm saying? Just do
Okay.
some shit. So I'm just
Hell nah.
I'm just motherfucking freestyling and shit. I'm in that motherfucker. I ain't write none of this shit.
Yeah,
But then like after I recorded it and hear it, I'm like, then that shit like that. What happened now, fool? That was just some shit I freestyle. I'm like,
Hell
then that shit
nah.
was all right. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna do that. On some other parts, and I'm like, shit, I just built the shit with it. And then like the police officer, that's me too. I'm the police officer. I'm the best friend, that the baby mama's best friend Khadijah. I'm a whole lot of motherfuckers in that shit, but that's what I'm saying. All that shit that I came up with was all freestyle. Like when I be Michael Blackson, I be like, man, I'm trying to get Michael Blackson, and he be like, his manager be like, all right, man, he ready to be in it, man. You got to just send me the lines right now. I'm like, oh shit, all right, damn. Let me just think, all right, shit, I'm about to make this nigga my probation officer. Fuck it. I'm like, all right, you suck my dick, bitch. Then I'm just thinking of some shit that I think he might
like,
say.
Bruh, yeah.
And motherfucker sending the lines. Like I only had like 5-10 minutes. Send that nigga the shit. You feel me? Every person that you seen that I got line, like OJ the Juice Man, I was with that nigga literally like 15 minutes. Like you know what I'm saying? I be like, and I ain't.
You got all that up out of it.
And I just be thinking of this shit real quick. Like man, I'm about to just have OJ just say this. You feel me? And the shit be coming together, but. That's why I tell people, like, man, you just got to believe in yourself. The shit going to come together. I don't know what it is. I be looking at this shit now like this shit just meant to be. And I got like a movie, not to switch on the subject, but just to show you how meant to be this shit is, I got a movie called Fentanyl. And I started doing that shit in 2018 before I got my hustle up. But I got Curtis Snow from Snow on the Bluff. I got him in that movie. So I was trying to figure out, like, man, I wanted to get on Netflix, and Snow on the Bluff was on Netflix. I'm like, man, let me go down here and holler at this nigga and shit.
Bro.
And yeah, and see how he did this shit. So I'm like, Peso, man, ride with me to Atlanta, man. I'm gonna do this scene. But we had just got done with Got My Hustle Up. I ain't want to scare him off. Like, man, I'm trying to do a whole nother project. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to do a little short thing with Curtis Snow. So I'm like, I go get me a rental car from Enterprise. We drive all the way to Atlanta. I tell him, like, man, film me driving. You know what I'm saying? We get to Snow on the Bluff. I had him film out, so I had this white car. So then that was 2018. We ain't end up filming again. We filmed again like that year in 2019, but we did like some different parts. So 2020 coming, I'm like, man, I'm trying to fix some shit. Well, not 2022, just recently, I'm trying to finish that movie. And I'm trying to add some pieces to it, and I need like a white car, because I had a white car when I drove to Atlanta, so I need to have a scene with me coming back from Atlanta with this work. And it's just a coincidence. This nigga Peso got a car, and the car that he ended up buying is the exact same car that I got as a rental back in 2018.
Coming back with the dope.
So, you know what I'm saying? This was in 2018. So in 2018, the rental I got is the same car Peso driving in now. But we was able to use that and now the movie, when you watch it, you gonna think everything go together. But one scene is from 2018 and another scene from 2022. But I got the shit literally edited now and shit to where you ain't gonna be able to tell. But all this shit be just coincidence, just meant to be, like, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of this shit, I don't panic, or I just put the shit together. Like when I got film days and I got all these famous people coming and I know I got these scenes, I don't even.
Like God,
I just know this shit gonna come together. But
crazy.
Just as much as that shit be going right like that, when I be doing it, like shit be going wrong back to back, back to back. Like now, like my cartoon came out January 6th. I ordered like 10,000 flyers and posters, and every day before then I be riding around the city looking at all these places I'm gonna put the posters at. The day after I got the shit, my engine locked up on my car. You know what I'm saying? Then the next day, they put me in Facebook jail. You know what I'm saying? I've been saving up to run ads on shit for my cartoon. Now I'm in Facebook jail. I can't run ads. So a lot of the shit I be planning and preparing for, it just be bullshit that I always try to fuck me up. So it's like, nigga, just got to regroup, keep on pushing with this shit. You feel me?
Are you documenting this shit? Like,
yeah.
you be having the camera on?
Nah, not like that. Sometimes, like, I do like a lot of shit on my phone, but yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I pay top dollar to watch you in the studio record that song featuring Butter Butter. Like to see you in the booth like this and spit a Butter Butter verse and do the act. That I would pay to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All that shit just be meant to be. Like I ain't
spur of the moment.
Yeah.
You need somebody that's able to carry a camera around all the time. Well, not all the time, but like 40% of the time.
How would you be open to like reality TV?
I mean, yeah, I already really be doing that type shit, but it'd be hard to get a nigga to like shit. That's why I be really be needing, like I be needing niggas all the time. I done missed so much shit. I would have already blew up off that shit. Like I could have been just, if I could record the shit that I do just from, like I got a real gift, and it ain't like, it took me a while to realize that shit, But like now I know, like just as far as like, for instance, like when Corona came, I ain't been out of town since like 2020 as far as like going out of town traveling and shit. But everybody know me from going out of town taking pictures with different celebrities and shit like that. And I was sneaking into the BET Awards and shit like that. And I always known to be able to move and sneak into shit, but I ain't been out of town in a while. Then like my mom done passed away, all type of shit done happened. So just recently, the BET Awards was coming up, and I'm like, man, I need to go out here and promote. And I ain't had the same connects that I usually have for certain shit. But I just went down to the BET Awards a couple months ago, and I was able to finesse and snuck in there. I snuck in there, got a good-ass seat, did the same shit I done did several times. So that's what just let me know, like, I really got a gift with doing certain shit. You feel me? I was able to meet all type of celebrities and shit. I was down at the lower level with all the famous people, but like I said, I was about to pay a nigga $500 for a ticket. I actually got the shit screenshotted. It's gonna be in my documentary where I sent him the $500, and they was trying to charge like $1,000 or some shit for the tickets. I was like, man, I ain't paying no $1,000. I done paid $500 though. You know what I'm saying? But when he gave me a ticket, but they was like, man, you got a wristband. So I'm like, nigga, I done told him like, man, you better send me my money back. He done sent me my money back. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up getting one of these models who was coming out the BET Awards and shit, and they gave me one of their tickets. Like, man, just hun, she pulled her wristband off, and I had some tape because I was promoting. I done taped the wristband and got it. She charged me $50 for that. I got the cash up while I sent her that. So I went from $500, got my $500 refund, ended up getting it for $50. You feel me? Like, so this all documented as far as screenshots. So it's like a lot of this should be, but I was out there for like probably like 4 hours, just walking around and where. Just grinding and shit, promoting. I met Charleston White and all type of different people. Had them hold my poster, promoting, giving me shout outs and shit. So it's like, nigga, all this shit, even like with that, like it always be meant to be. Like I was out there in the parking lot walking forever, but I was looking for celebrities and shit. I got frustrated. I'm like, man, fuck it. I went to Chick-fil-A and shit, and I seen all black SUV and seen all these people. I'm like, somebody got to be over there. And I walk over there with Charleston White. I end up, you know what I'm saying, give me a shout out. But all the people I be meeting, it just be me. Anybody I see, I be going saying something to them niggas. You feel me? Like, you gonna give me a shout out or something.
Yeah, something.
What you think about Charleston White?
Shit, man, like he a character and shit, man. Like I said, even like with him, like shit, I ain't seen that nigga, but shit, I ain't know once I got back, I ain't know he was saying all that shit about King
like
Von
that,
and shit.
All
like
that crazy shit.
So I couldn't really motherfucking with my situation doing the movie. I'm like, man, can't associate with brother.
For sure.
That ends, you feel me? But shit, a lot of the shit he be saying, like not other than that shit he be disrespectful and shit, but a lot of the real shit he be saying be some real shit. You feel me? I ain't gonna take that.
I agree with some of the shit he say. I just don't agree with his message. The way he delivered his message.
Definitely the delivery. But like I know he just be trying to.
He trying
gain
to reach
attention.
everybody with it, and
That's the way
he know drama sells.
Yeah,
so.
he know that's the way a nigga gonna pay him some attention.
Yeah, but he was cool though. Like when I met him, that's what he said. Because he cool with Murder Pain and shit. Because he got something he did with him. And that's what he said. Like, man, I seen that movie. Y'all was doing a pest control. So when he said that shit, I was happy and shit for a second. Like, well, that nigga, just to know motherfuckers is seeing this shit. But that's why I tell Boo Pop, like, motherfuckers know who he is. They just ain't. They ain't never ran into us. Like, we ain't in their face and shit. So.
So realistically, what you see coming up next?
I mean, shit. On my end, shit, I'm just trying to keep doing what I'm doing. I ain't looking for nothing spectacular and shit as far as like trying to get signed to no deal with.
No, not. I'm talking about like I know you got PUA. I know you got multiple movies that you working on, which is the one that you know is coming up behind.
Oh, you said what's next? Oh, yeah, PUA next. Yeah, PUA and my series Fentanyl.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them is next and shit.
You got a release date?
Yeah, PUA, I was trying to drop that around March, but shit, I'm trying to see what's going on, man. Like, even with that, like, man, like doing these movies and shit, you got different people filming them and certain things we haven't with some of the footage and different things like that. They be holding shit up. So it's like, man, I'm trying. I'm probably gonna drop it in March and drop the Fentanyl in April. So, but I want to do a premiere at the Victoria Theater like I did for Got My Hustle Up. So
okay, well, listen, if you need like some type of media personalities there please keep us in mind, man. We would love to be there to report that.
Yeah.
We could travel with this equipment. We could set up
Live
somewhere in the
stream.
back room and
All
interview
kinda shit.
people as they come through the red carpet or something.
Yeah,
Just
shit, we
keep
do
us
that.
in mind, man.
Nah,
But
yeah,
that's
we-
dope, bro.
Yeah, we do that for sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna let people know it's ahead of time. That's why I'm trying to line it up now, cause shit, I gotta rent the Victoria Theater ahead of time,
Yeah.
get everything lined up. So yeah, definitely keep you in mind. I ain't got no problem with that. I had some shit like that at my first one and shit, but
Oh, who was it?
I had Terry Matthews. He was doing some shit.
Okay.
He was interviewing people like on the red carpet. And I had somebody else. It was so long ago. I had a couple different people, but like I said, now it just depends on how they run shit with the COVID shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Gotcha.
know how they be with that shit, but shit, I had that motherfucker filled up and shit. You feel me? With
Well, listen, if you can't take the whole crew, this man has his own interview show on our network where he interview people one-on-one.
yeah,
So if you can't take the whole squad,
nah, yeah, for sure.
let my number one shooter come and do his thing.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah.
be dope.
Shit, I always got shit going on. I do all type of shit in the community too. So shit, y'all can be on.
We need parts. Speaking of the community, one thing before we leave, I got to bring this up. I'm glad you said that because all that good weed going around, I completely forgot. Shout out to my guys. One moment I was real proud of our city was during the tornado, right? You was somebody that was out there really hands-on with the people. Explain to me what that meant to you to see everybody come together like that. Because I know personally I pulled up on you at Olive and Free Pike and gave you like 3 cases of water because y'all was out there. You feel me?
Yeah, shit. Yeah, shit. I ain't, like I said, even like with that, like shit, I just be living in the moment. Like I wasn't even thinking about that. I just, shit, every time, I ain't believe in tornadoes. Like, you feel me? Like shit, I
Don't
been,
I
happen.
ain't think it was going to happen here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like shit, I motherfucking been hearing tornado drills forever. You feel me? So when that shit really came and hit, and that's all I do all day. Like I said, like my engine just went out. Like I literally ride around the city every day, like and promote or looking for locations for my movies, or if I ain't promote my own shit, I do like all the parties. Like anytime a big artist come, I'm the one that they get to put all the flyers and posters around. But I ride around the city all day long, just smoking. Always, like I said, with God, like God just take me to the locations for my movies. Like I ride around the whole city from everywhere, like all day, like nigga, like just for no reason. So like that shit all be coming together to where it be meant to be, to where this shit just
Destiny, man.
Yeah.
Destiny is the word for it. So who's all a part of PUA? What's your cast? Who we got to look forward to?
Ha Davis. I don't know if y'all hit him, comedian.
Yeah,
Ha-Ha
for
Davis.
sure. It's finna be a breeze.
Yeah, I got him.
Big
I got
fella.
Guard.
yeah, my nigga Coming J Will. He in a lot of the Detroit.
He funny as hell too. He was
Yeah,
on. Was that buffed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, bruh, funny.
Yeah, I got Bupac, who started Got My Hustle Up. He one of the main characters in that. I got Hoops from Flavor of Love. I got Just Brittany from Love and Hip Hop. I got Darnay and I got Darnell, both of the twins. I got them together.
Wow,
Yeah.
You got them together?
Yeah.
they about to cut up.
Yeah. But they only in a couple scenes though, cause shit, they was supposed to be in more, but they was bullshit, man. So that's why I'm trying to get them niggas all the way on top. But I grew up with them niggas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Darnay and Darnell, them niggas, I say that all the time. Like them niggas used to do backflips off the roof. So just to give niggas a different perspective on Darnay and Darnell, y'all niggas wouldn't even think them niggas was like I used to think they were gonna be in a circus. Them niggas stand on top of like a high ass roof and stand on that motherfucker at the same time. Like they twins, them niggas will flip at the exact same time and land on their feet. Like nigga, them niggas on some shit for real, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas on some shit.
Y'all got anything you want to ask, bro?
Hey, nah, I got all my questions off.
Can I get in the movie?
Yeah, I'm always looking for people and shit. Just like he said.
Yeah, where do we look
I
out
need
for
a
like
role.
the casting calls and auditioning for that?
Yeah.
Shit, I always be posting on Facebook and shit. Like even like now, that's why I just showed him. Like I got a message that I ain't even posted yet because I'm in Facebook jail. So my shit ain't. They talking about my shit at the bottom of the feed. So I went from getting like 200 likes to just post something and get like 20 and shit. So I've really been waiting. I got like 20 more days, but I'm trying to start filming this last scenes for my fentanyl series and shit. But
Okay.
so I'm looking for some extras, but all the extras I'm looking for is either like dope fiends or niggas got to be able to play a scene where you getting shot or something. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
Don't
do
mind
both.
getting shot neither.
Plus,
I
yeah.
do both.
Just some action shit. You
Get
feel
up.
me? Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, it's just shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for girls want to do sex scenes and shit like that.
Is there a script at all, or is everything just off the top?
Like most of my movies, I do scripts and shit, but even like with the a lot of people and shit, like it just be easier to not even give them a script because I don't be wanting to
They
get
don't put you in a box. Okay.
I mean, yeah, because it's like shit, like my famous actors, like I just did a movie called A Dime to a Dollar, and that was probably my best movie that I did, but I had like I had my dude, Jay, he played in Belly. I had another dude named Trey Chaney, he played in The Wire.
Don't you got a movie with Kane?
Yeah, that's another one called Love, Loyalty, and Death, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said,
Real shit going on.
yeah, so certain people like certain people they might come and they don't take it serious. They might not know they lines and shit. Like they ain't really.
Yeah.
I send them the script, but they think they famous. They don't really like. Man, I'm gonna wait till I get there. So, but the niggas in the Dime to a Dollar, all them niggas is like real actors.
So
So
they
everything I sent them niggas when they got here, them niggas was over on the side running their lines. And they did that shit. So that was like my best movie as far as like
as far as
professional and just went
Okay.
how it go. But when I be working with like my people in the city, it be like more or less, all right.
You gotta have a little more patience.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. But even like with that, to keep from having to have too much patience, you just gotta give them niggas the
Simple,
role.
small things and let them build around it.
I mean, somewhat, but you just gotta give a nigga a role that they can fit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like as far as
okay.
like if I'm
Your
trying to do a
casting
scene
is
like
true to that person.
yeah, like if I'm doing some gangster shit, I can't have my nigga who ain't never did no gangster shit trying to do
It ain't-
shit like
it ain't
it's
gonna come
out
off.
corny as
Yeah.
fuck. So that's what a lot of niggas be doing. They be thinking they gangster, but they really be corny as fuck and shit. So they'll just be shooting a movie and be. But I make sure I cast the right motherfuckers to do the right thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get the girls in the city. That's why my movies is kind of different too. Like once my movies all come out and niggas come to date, and it's gonna be like a motherfucker gonna go crazy because the nigga gonna really be able to watch my movie and see a security guard patting a nigga down on a movie on Tubi and then come to Dayton and then go to
See
the
that
club
security
and see that same security
nigga
patting the
patting
nigga
Really
down.
patting a nigga down.
Oh,
Him
shit, you
down.
the same
You
nigga.
do this shit.
Yeah, so it's like some shit like that. Like you might see a nigga in movies selling you a weed or something, and then like nigga walking,
Pop
knocking
out,
your
yeah.
auntie house, coming in and sell you a bag. You feel me? Nigga
Yeah.
like, God damn, this. So nigga really, this shit you ain't never seen. No, so are you a stripper? You might see a stripper bitch in my movie, dancing, shaking her ass, come to day, go to the club, and you gonna see that bitch really in that bitch shaking that ass.
Damn, that tattoo.
Yeah, so it's like some shit like that to where my
Yeah.
movies kind of like
hate you.
on some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
He a clown, man.
Oh, natural.
What you want to ask him? I see you remember something.
Yeah, right. What if I came to you with a script, could we put this movie together?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I just try to tell niggas like I give niggas advice and shit, but I ain't doing no movies. I'm glad you asked that. I ain't doing no movies with. I ain't got nobody to do no movies with nobody. Just like I said, like even like with that, like I said, like all my movies I'm doing take years. So I ain't got no time. That's why I don't take no money from no niggas or nothing. Like just say I got the movie like you asked, like the movie with Tyron Turner. I started doing that. That motherfucker. I started shooting that shit January 11, 2020. So just take for example, if I took some money from a nigga say you invested in that
okay,
movie.
I see what you're saying.
You waiting on your return.
I'm just saying like
When the
just-
movie coming?
Yeah, so I was gonna say you gonna be asking.
waiting on-
if
yeah,
it was
you
your
waiting on
movie,
your-
We was doing 2020, and I'm waiting on such and such, the editor, to do this, that, and the other. Now you see me doing this movie with Ha Davis.
Yeah.
I got another movie with Hoops. I mean,
what's
with,
this,
He
bro?
think,
Yeah,
now he
so-
think you playing
So
with
it's
him.
like shit like that
Got
to where
you.
I ain't got no time to be trying to keep,
Back and forth,
keep
yeah.
up with somebody else's project and shit. This some shit that a nigga got to be on their own. Where nigga I can tell you like nigga you got to do this, you got to do
See,
that,
I
you got
can
to do
point
that.
you in the direction,
So it's-
but
but
you
it's
got
like-
your own path to carve.
Yes, cause it's shit like That's why I told my nigga Peso yesterday, like the movie we doing, like I said, this shit fit now. Like I can show you, like we literally shot 2018, 1 year, like 1 day. Then 2019, we shot literally 1 day, of film, and then we ain't film again. 2020, we shot 1 day, and then we ain't film again till 2022. Like we just took like then 2 years off. So it's just me staying consistent with these movies and shit. Like you might film some shit today, and then the nigga you filming with bullshitting, and then y'all say y'all might start talking. You know what I'm saying?
You got to swap him out like Aunt Viv on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
But you can't really do that. That's what I'm saying. If you got a nigga film, you might have to wait till. That's the thing too. That's why I say a lot of niggas can't do what I do.
Processing film.
Because you might, like, bro, you might pay a nigga to do the movie, and he might be bullshitting. And then you might go off on a nigga like, nigga, what the fuck you doing? Nigga, I done paid you, whole ass nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So now, that shit a rap down there. Y'all can't even really get past it to even work. Nigga gotta know how to be able to deal with a lot of this shit, to be able to
know this shit ain't overnight.
Yeah, just be able to. But I done been doing this shit so long, it ain't. That's why I say I make the shit look easy. But a lot of niggas can't do the shit I do. Let's, for example, like my nigga Biggie, like that's my nigga. So I'm gonna put this out, like I had paid the nigga, like we did Got My Hustle. I had the first couple scenes, and then when we got done, I'm like, shit, I'm like, man, I gotta get him to do some extra scenes and shit. So in the midst of this shit, he was doing like Tupac All Eyes on Me. That movie was about to come out. So he was doing that, but I guess something happened where they was doing like some makeup scenes. But I'd already paid him, like, I'm like, I need you to come back and do some scenes. We got My Hustle up, and he was supposed to come back, and like I paid him, but he was gonna get his own flight and shit like that. The day nigga supposed to come, nigga ain't show up. Nigga ain't come and shit. And then just coincidence, but he was doing some shit, but I was already had built a relationship. I'm cool. I'm like, man, I knew, like, man, that nigga ain't gonna play me or something must have happened. The nigga ain't answered his phone for like a couple months. Dang. So a nigga would have been, average nigga would have been called like, nigga, where you at, motherfucker? You bitch ass nigga, yeah. This shit would have never got done, but I end up like, nigga, I knew, like, man, hold on, this nigga, I know this nigga.
Something gotta be going on.
So then when I finally talked to him, nigga told me what's up, and the nigga came and we finished the movie and shit, you feel me? So it just be shit like that to where a nigga learn, like, even like with Peso, like it took me like 4 years to do the movie and shit, but I knew how to let him know I had problems with certain shit without going off on a nigga, you feel me? And knowing, cause I was in other movies and shit that other people was trying to do, and they ain't know how to talk to motherfuckers and shit, man. They ain't know how to do this shit. So that's the main thing, just knowing if you're trying to do a movie, knowing how to be a leader, knowing how to bring people together, knowing that I'm trying to get y'all niggas to do some shit for me for free, but I'm gonna respect y'all niggas' time, you feel me?
So, as an actor, are you open to being in other people's films?
Yeah, hell yeah. I done been in like every nigga from the city that do some shit that hit me up that ain't on, you know what I'm saying? Not saying they ain't on the level of my shit, but just
not just
whatever.
anything
Yeah,
to
the
say,
motherfuckers hit me up and they trying to do some shit. I done been in a couple people's shit, man. I actually just did a movie in Detroit. That's my first like real movie that I had a role in.
That you don't direct?
Nah, yeah, I ain't directed. I'm just like a part of. Yeah, I played a Mexican car thief or some shit like that. Like,
okay.
Yeah, but I only had like one scene, but it's called My Husband's Enemy, but it's like a movie that shit they doing in Detroit that's about to be out like next year. So
Hold on, wait. Did you have lines?
Yeah, I had like a
Let me hear your lines, bruh.
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, bro. Let me hear you.
You don't even know when you shot this.
I need to hear the Mexican. I need to hear you.
Nah, that's why I fucked up already, because I had to I only had one Mexican line. It was like Buenos Dias or some shit like that, but I ain't say it right.
I'd have got on that motherfucker like, yo quiero Taco Bell. Yeah.
All right, so out of all your completed films, which one did you have the most fun doing?
Shit, Got My Hustle Up for real. Got My Hustle Up, the one that I had. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, so like the ones that the new ones I've been doing, like I said, Got My Hustle Up took me some years to do. So it was certain days that meant a lot to me. Like the days when I had like Murder and Gravy down here, them was my first real days filming a movie and really doing this shit, seeing I could do that shit. Now when I started bringing my new crew from Detroit, like the movie PUA with Ha Ha Davis, we shot that whole movie in 6 days. So I had to set it up to where we was filming 12 hours a day, like to where I really had to. So that was like a big change, but that was even like shit. I have made a lot of mistakes and shit. Then I did the same thing with the Up in the Club movie, and some of the scenes like that I didn't get to do. And in the midst of trying to do a makeup day, I did set up the makeup day, and my mom got sick and ended up getting put on a ventilator in the midst of me setting up to bring all these people in town. So I basically took a L bringing all these people to town, and my mom got sick and shit. And then I put her on a ventilator, so after that I couldn't even concentrate to do shit. So I ain't end up finishing that. I just did that recently, like about a month ago, trying to finish that scene, but I be having to bring them from Detroit and doing all that shit. But then I did another movie with him that I just did, the one that I said where all the people knew their lines, and we shot that one in 6 days, and that was my third one, so that was the one.
Was that another 12-hour?
Yeah, each time, they all be like that, but that's what I'm saying. The one I just recently did in March, that was my best one, because I done learned from
professional.
Because the second one I had Clifton Powell and Keisha from Belly, and I ain't had that shit lined up. I had them sitting, chilling in the club for about some hours and shit instead of working and shit. I'm trying to film some shit with some people from Dayton with some girls and shit, because I had it lined up wrong. So I had to learn from my setup. Like, man, I should have just been filming nothing but Clifton Powell and Keisha from Belly, because I still missed some scenes that I had in the script that I needed to get, but I was trying to film it how I had in my mind, but I was trying to add like all the people, but the people that I got access to in Dayton, I just got to get them when you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to focus on the talent that you paying for. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all a learning experience and shit from filming in them short periods of time and shit, but shit, now I'm a beast because I've been doing all that shit. Like I said, I'm filming in 6-7 days, and then the other movies I'm filming in 4-5 years. So I'm able to piece this shit together, and that's damn near harder trying to map this shit out from 4 or 5 years than doing it 6 years. So now I know how to do it all the wrong ways. So shit, nigga, now I'm a beast with that shit, but that's why I tell niggas I make that shit look easy, because shit, I've been doing that shit so long.
Crazy how that shit worked out with the time frame, you know what I'm saying? Those gaps, bro. Like, that's, man, that's wild.
I think it's more so the vision and the way you just say everything could go sideways off the rails, and then you have the ability to pull it back. Like, that's a hustle within itself. Like, because, you know, if you're not a mentally strong person, like, it'd be easy to be like, well, fuck it. I don't even want to fuck with the shit no more. It's just complete loss. But you said, nah, that's not an option. But shit, I done asked everything I wanted. Let me let this man get out of here. If you
no, y'all good? Yeah, I appreciate y'all for
Hold on. Before you go, I want to know something. With all the mistakes that you done had to learn in your life to finally get it right, have you ever thought about managing somebody younger? Because you got to think about how many years of game you got to keep somebody from going through a lot of the same shit that you went through. They can skip through all that bullshit and they can go to straight at the front of the line.
I definitely plan on managing some people, but even like with that, like, shit, that don't necessarily mean that, because I've been the same shit, just how, like, I'm telling all this shit that I'm doing. I've been doing this shit forever. Like, everything that I learn, I always tell niggas. Niggas don't listen. Niggas don't be wanting to motherfucking do none of this shit. Niggas don't believe half the time the shit that I tell them, because the shit don't be unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? I just believe and keep going. Like, nigga, when I looked at the shit to do a movie, like, they saying that shit impossible, like, to do all the jobs and shit. So when I first started looking up doing the movie and, like, all the shit that was needed, to where I was like, nigga, that's why I tell nigga, don't even look at Google. All this shit is going to tell you some shit that's going to discourage you if you really looking at that shit. Like, nigga got to just believe in this shit. Like, nigga got to just know that you can do this shit. Like, none of these niggas going to believe in this shit.
Yeah. All right, one more question. Or not even a question. Just more like a statement. Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro. Because I ain't got a question. I just got a finishing statement.
What we about to do after this? Because I'm going over Prince at the Avenue.
What you about to do?
What's over there?
Hold on, wait. Ask this man what you want to ask him.
That's what I was asking him. What he was about to do.
Man,
what everybody's about to do.
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to go pick my son up from work and shit.
Okay.
And shit. I'm about to text that nigga.
All right, boom. So, speak on your relationship with Virgil.
Yeah, that was my dog, man, Virgil, man. Yeah, I hate that shit happened with my nigga, man. Like I tell people, man, me and him was real close. I used to pick him up, let him ride with me and shit. Like my kids knew him like when they was younger and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always used to have him with me and shit. My mom knew him and shit. But I know everybody knew him and shit.
Yeah,
but I
for
more or
sure.
less was just more or less took it a little further to where I really used to have him with me and shit, like kicking it with me and like they had said a time when he was had died one other time, and we was in the middle of filming Got My Hustle Up, and I went live. I went right to Broadway. I found him. It's still on my Facebook. You can look it up where I was down there in tears and shit. They said he was dead and shit. I went to and found him. Like, man, my nigga Verge ain't dead.
I remember that.
And we was smoking and shit. And he was like, nah, I ain't dead. Y'all niggas need to stop. Nah, he hitting the blunt, he choking and shit. Like, nigga, you see me, my eyes water, I'm talking shit. Like, y'all niggas need to stop lying, saying my nigga Verge dead. So that's what I'm saying. It was some shit like that. That's how close we was, like, on some shit like that when I heard that shit.
Who played him in F Child Support?
Man, that's him. That's him. That's what a lot of people.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
That sounds
I told
like,
you.
Yeah, that's him. My aunt said that too, but that's what I'm saying. That's how close we was, cause that's actually like one of the scenes where he talking about child support. Like, fuck child support, we don't need that in our life. You can look it up on YouTube. 2011, I had an interview where I was interviewing him, like just talking shit, like, man.
okay.
And I had to fuck child support show. I'm like, Verge, what you think about child support? And I interviewed him for like 10 minutes, and I just took a little piece of that.
Sound big.
And I took it to my studio, nigga. Like, man, I'm about to take this piece. Then I had another day I had him. I was riding with him going live. And he was talking shit about whooping the nigga. That's the scene I had with him fighting. So I just took certain shit, but I was about to take other shit. But I'm like, man, I'm just going to do these little couple scenes and
Just
shit.
using what you got.
The more and more you tell us how this cartoon developed, the more and more impressed I am by this cartoon, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But like I told you on the phone, bro, I respect your time. I'm glad you came and sat down on the couch. I appreciate you, bro. Congratulations on everything you done accomplished. And shit, congratulations for the shit you ain't accomplished yet, because I'm pretty damn sure you gonna do it. Anybody got anything else they want to say to bro?
No, sir.
All right, man. Anything you want to leave off with?
Yeah, I just want everybody to go to Tubi TV and watch F Child Support, man. Put in F Child Support. Watch that. Watch Got My Hustle Up on Tubi and Amazon Prime. Stay tuned. I got the movie Fentanyl coming. I got the movie PUA coming. I got Up in the Club, A Dime to a Dollar, Love, Loyalty, and Death. And then I got the movie I'm doing in Miami with King Von Manager called Deeper Than Revenge, man. So stay tuned, man. We coming all 2023, 2024. And I got the book coming. Man, I got the documentary coming. I got the cereal coming. Man, it's going down, man. You already know.
He on you niggas here.
What's the cereal called? I had to throw the question in there. What's the cereal called?
Oh, man, I ain't gonna tell y'all. Yeah, it's a
Heard we
secret.
got
He said you gotta wait on it. All right. So look, do I need to ask what we doing this week, or do we already know? We already know what everybody doing.
Sunday. Yeah, we know what we do.
All right, so check this out. Everybody has an opinion, everybody has an asshole, and everybody has a podcast. Just not this podcast.
No,
this
sir.
everybody has one. We're gonna leave out with this. See you in a minute, boy.
Jump down and make the beat so you know this bitch retarded.
What a feeling when you popping out that band, What a feeling when you put that old school on phone. What a feeling to be the man, I know you wanna know. What a feeling when you popping out that band, What a feeling when you put that old school on pose. What a feeling when every chick you know wanna roll. What a feeling to be the man, I know you wanna know. What a feeling when you popping out that band, What a feeling when you put that old school on pose. What a feeling when every chick you know wanna roll. What a feeling to be the man, I know you wanna know. What a
feeling when you bobbing up the bando? We get 'em in and get 'em gone. Avian sipping straight to the dome. Only fuck with bad women who got they own. I'm a one-to-one, what you talk about? What a feeling, nigga, you just boss out. Bring extra jug of that sauce out. Expensive prego up the payload. Play a chick lost like an ego. But a feeling she do whatever I say so. I murder pussy nigga, case closed. I murder you pussy nigga, case closed. Wish shot a cake right beside me. With 20 bosses right behind me. Ain't no way you can outshine me. Ain't no way you outgrind me. What a feeling when you popping out that bando. Got my hustle up like Jason. That's loud, nigga, you can't taste it. In the DYT, we pepper tasting. S2 on the block, we ain't basic, bitch. What a feeling when you popping out that bando. What a feeling when you put that old school on Bose. What a feeling when every chick you know on the road. What a feeling to be the man I know you wanna know. What a feeling when you popping out that bando. What a feeling when you put that old school on Bose. What a feeling when every chick you know on the road. Yeah. What a feeling to be the man I know you wanna know.
Know you wanna roll, baby, let's ride. Take you to a place you ain't never seen. One of a kind, something from a dream. Ass fat and that head mean. Been a king, guess I need a queen. But I be with different bitches when I hit the scene. Can't fall in love, I'm just doing me. So it can't be no you and me. All I really wanna do is get you wet, make it feel good. You gon' love the sex. Something good when I'm rolling up. Then get back to that check. What a feeling just to be me. Grew up, I'm an OG. Fell in love with that money. Stay down and they love me.
What a feeling when you popping out that bando. What a feeling when you put that old school on Bose. What a feeling when every chick you know on the road. What a feeling to be the man I know you wanna know. What a feeling when you popping out that bando. What a feeling when you put that old school on Bose. What a feeling when every chick you know on the road. What a feeling to be the man I know you wanna know. Sauced up since a young nigga been bossed up. Cause he keep it solid, don't talk much. I can buy your bitch, she don't cost much. Can't see my eyes, Medusa shades and they polarized. Real nigga, baby, no disguise. Fake niggas won't know them guys. Do you wanna ride in the front seat of my Chevrolet? You know I be on my grind all day, every day. We can roll up and get high, me, you, and Mary Jane. And it's like every single time I get a feeling I just can't explain. What a feeling when you popping out that bando. What a feeling when you put that old school on Bose. What a feeling when every chick you know on the road. What a feeling to be the man I know you wanna know. What a feeling when you popping out that bando. What a feeling when you put that old school on Bose. What a feeling when every chick you know on the road. What a feeling to be the man I know you wanna know.